Welcome back. Welcome back. We here again for another episode of the Reason to Doubt podcast. This is episode 103. Ooh, got it.
Easy.
TM 103. Should play some of that.
We should start it. We gotta play that again.
103, episode 103. Like always, I am your great host.
I'm a great host.
The Supreme Pie God, Jay Sims. And like always, to the left of me, we got Mr. Be Yourself himself, DJ Stino.
Yes, sir.
And to the right of me, we got
Look at his kicks, look at his car. All I say is
Joe Jack 23. That's a dope shoe.
It's a decent shoe. That's a decent shoe. It's a decent shoe. Got that crip belly right there.
That's what's up. What does it taste like? Just regular champagne with food color?
It makes sense.
That's all it is. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
Slight blue raspberry taste.
Not at all. It don't even say what it's saying. Shout out Rose. It's just blue. Ain't even spelled right. But
Ross sent me that.
shout out to Ross. KD not here. Shout out to Fresh 60. Filling in for him. He just moved in front of the camera. We got
I'm the freshest young nigga in the town. Don't nobody want to see these old ass niggas either.
just got a white tee on today. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was changing the drop.
I ain't had time to do it.
He had time.
Been a busy
He had
guy.
time. He was sitting in here. He wasn't doing that.
I was doing
Definitely
something.
had time.
This is Young Juice, you know what I'm saying, on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like always, this is shot by AE
Put
Media.
some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Little Deuces. AE Media. He got a new drop.
Hey, and some inside info. When I came in here, he was doing that. So he had time to change mine if he wanted to.
No, I just didn't. I
You
had
ain't
changed
want-
here.
It's all good, don't change.
We ain't talking out yet.
It's cool.
We ain't negotiated
Hey, I
yet.
like your new drop.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
That
Fans getting what they wanted. Like I said, on the Meet the Data 2, they wanted to see more meat. Now look, see what's happening.
We got a new skit coming soon. Me and Juice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cute.
Nah, it's cute.
Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody.
Tripping.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the Reason to Doubt podcast channel, wherever you listen to us at, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, wherever you listen to podcasts, we on there. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment, leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, because we need your help, support, all that. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to know how good of a job we're doing, so just leave a rating and comment. Like always, too, this Reason Doubt podcast is brought to you by Goalie. Go to goalie.com and get all your gummies, all of your multivitamins, the blue thing that I didn't even know that, but they said this help you out in the bathroom. The ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, man.
Ashwagandha. My fault.
that's Wakanda.
Huh? Well, don't disrespect my people at Goalie, man. Go to goalie.com right now using the promo code Reason to Doubt podcast. I think it's still going on. Normally you get a 20% off using that promo code. They're giving 30% off, I think, to the end of the week with the Reason to Doubt podcast.
Jump on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Free shipping, all that. Definitely help you. Like I say every week, you know, the apple cider vinegar gummies we got here. We got these super fruits and the ashwagandha. They all do different things, but the main thing is boosting your immune system during these troubling times. Go to goalie.com, Reason to Doubt podcast promo code.
And they
Thank you for
taste
listening.
good.
They do taste phenomenal.
Get your
Even
vitamin.
after they put his hand on him.
COVID
He
is
handed
still
it to
here,
me.
people.
He handed it to me, though. So,
This podcast is not brought to you by Bel Air. We just put the bottle up there.
New joint, they going crazy for them. We selling that. So you got
500.
best offer, you know what I'm saying? That could be yours.
hey, no, it's like, we was at the club. It was like, we want 3. for a blue. I just had 2 of them. They was like, we want 3 for one in here. I was like, all right,
300,
3.
$3.
$3. I just bought 2 for like 70 off the street.
Yeah, man.
I ain't see it.
But shit, man, y'all better. You talking about the club? Y'all better get used to it. They say it's about to shut back down.
I'm gonna open up a club.
Vaccine or not? They saying the vaccine people the one killing people.
They get turned into zombies.
They
all
is
type
though,
of-
cause they getting COVID. They ain't really got the symptoms like that.
and
They
transferring. it.
passing it to people that ain't got it.
You got the vaccine?
Something like
And man,
something like
this is the thing, man. Nobody do what you want to do against the vaccine. A lot of things people don't be telling you
Vax
about.
that thing up.
Whatever.
What he said.
But people the main thing though with COVID and the news and shit, they don't talk about it and stuff like that. Just help yourself to stay healthy, man. Get active, exercise, take your vitamins.
Take care of yourself.
If you peep on my social media every morning, I'll be drinking a green juice or something like that. It's my new thing. That's what I'm on, man. Every morning.
I was gonna ask you about, what, trying to lose weight or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is like COVID, everything like that. Like
Health.
like that
No
health.
smoothie every day. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? But it's dope because I'm learning about that shit though. Like people they think it's like funny about like health. Like, man, I ain't drinking that nasty shit. It's certain things like I'm learning more about fruits and stuff. Like what these fruits do for you, what they do for your joints, for you know what
Which
I'm saying?
ones help you? Where they help you
Everything.
at?
What this help you with hydration, like doing research on different types of fruits, like vegetables and shit. Just seeing what that does for you. Do make you feel better, man.
That shit probably make you boo boo like a motherfucker.
No, and that's
Boo
another.
Born is good.
No, and that's the thing about that shit.
Not just
The
boo
reason,
booing all the time.
no, but the reason
Shit
why,
happen.
but the reason why, you're like when you take a
Loose
shit.
stools.
The reason why you take a shit stuff like that because your stomach fucked up. So when you put like some healthy stuff in your stomach, it's messing it up like that. But once you
Get used to it.
get used to it, like you're not gonna be using the bathroom like that. You're gonna use the bathroom
regular.
once a day, and there ain't gonna be no crazy like you on the toilet dying, none of that shit. That when your stomach fucked up, that means your gut, like your
Something
intestines is
wrong.
fucked up. Like that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like
Your
that.
body react.
But that's what it, like you just asked me. I was talking about I ate some chili cheese, something like that. He's like, I know your stomach was fucked up. No, like you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Just because.
My stomach like hit or miss.
But you
Chillers probably fucking your shit up.
Oh my god.
But like you eat a lot of bullshit, like fried foods and shit. That should have had you. That should have had you fucked
Shit'll
up.
fuck you up.
You know, that had you on the toilet, man.
I eat bullshit sometimes.
But everybody, man, try to boost your immune system, man. That's the main thing.
Take better care of yourself.
Mask up too, man. Fuck it. Mask back on.
So the shit came off, it was back on.
He back on,
Yeah.
man. But what up with y'all, man? What's been going on? What y'all been seeing in the news lately? Anything y'all want to touch on? Pause.
Stopped at Sting House earlier. He had burgers and stuff going. He didn't give me one. He didn't offer me one.
Me either. I didn't feel something.
It was a person.
I'm just putting that on out there.
You didn't get one either, did you, bro?
He never saw it.
I seen it, but I seen it was on.
It was one.
I know what that
Why
is.
they
You know
take
what
it
I'm saying?
personal, though?
I don't understand.
You know, somebody be like, I ain't tripping, but I'm still talking about it.
Why you
Like I ain't tripping. I'm just saying.
Bro, you could
I
have got
didn't
you a
get a burger.
juice. It was one burger.
Huh?
It was one.
It was 2 burgers.
Somebody paid for that.
Did you call them over there?
No.
Okay, that's another thing. They just
I
pulled
ain't
up
seen
on
him
you.
pay for it, so I don't know.
Y'all saw the money?
I saw,
I
I
ain't
saw
see
you.
him pay
I saw
for
you
it.
bring him ketchup and
All that
bread.
shit.
He
Free.
paid for it.
Plate.
He paid for it. He didn't have to, but he paid for it.
Like I ain't tripping though.
And he took it and left, so he didn't even be rude with it or nothing.
I'm saying
I ain't even eat mine in front of y'all.
I'm not tripping. That's what I'm
I
saying.
kinda.
I'm not tripping. Just saying. When you came on my house, ate up some shit.
Definitely did. I was
All
invited.
niggas do you
Oh,
okay.
So we okay.
It wasn't that.
that's why y'all said I asked. Did you invite them? Y'all
can't-
if y'all just pulled
I
up
can't
on
argue.
I was
you
just
don't
sitting
owe y'all
outside.
nothing. Like
I was just sitting outside and
Mind
everybody
your
just
business, huh? Yeah.
Cooking for the kids.
I can't even argue with you.
You know, in our community,
I don't really
motherfuckers
care
see you
about
sitting
that.
outside
I don't. People
and
don't.
your grill going. That's an automatic open invite.
Now, people gonna stop.
Barbecue in the
anyway.
back next time.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't gonna tell me where the barbecue. I just do what I do. I'm
No.
gonna be like, oh, bro, that look good. Yeah, it's only enough for the kids. Unless it's up, though. If it's up, it's up. Normally it's up. It wasn't up today. I was chilling.
Man, my grandpa was barbecuing a couple weeks ago.
Shit, y'all prime real estate right there on that
Yeah,
corner.
Man, it's somebody we pulled up ain't seen in 10, 15
Sat the whole time.
Then, as he finna leave, he like, yeah, I want to take some shots with y'all and stuff like that, but I gotta go put something on my stomach first.
You know he's barbecue right here.
You know it is, but we just like,
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go get you something to eat.
He
Come
said-
on back.
We be right here.
He said it 3 times.
Did y'all give him something to eat?
No.
Why not?
Cause just ask if you hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Just ask if
But
y'all
now
want a
since you
burger.
wanna,
Just
I gotta
ask if
go
y'all
put
want a
some-
burger.
So since you wanna, I gotta put some on my
I
stomach.
didn't ask.
You can go home and
You
put
right.
some
Wait
on
till we
your
got in
stomach.
front of people and then you want to start tripping?
I told you I'm not tripping though. I told you twice that I'm not tripping about it.
You right.
Argue with you about a fucking burger.
You getting kind of aggressive, bro.
But I ain't.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping.
Let
It
your
is-
shoulders down.
It is what it is. They chilling.
Relax, bro.
They chilling. It's all good. Niggas today.
Anyway, shit. Shout out to NBA draft. NBA draft is happening. Y'all check that out. Cade Cunningham.
Shout
number
out
one.
to the tribute.
That was
Not
dope.
tribute, but
That was
you know
that was my
what I mean?
favorite part of the
Giving him a
draft.
shout out. Terrence Clark.
Terrence Clark, yeah,
that was
they gave him a
dope.
shout out because he would have been drafted. They say he would have been a lottery pick.
No, the NBA drafted him. Had his mom and them walk up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he got drafted. That was dope.
That's the second time they did that. They also did that. Remember, Isaiah Austin went to Baylor, and he lost it. Like he had cancer, something like heart murmur or something. He playing in the Big Three, and shout out to him.
Still killing.
Yeah, he can still hoop, but
He's still honorary.
they did because they said he'd never play basketball again. You know what I'm saying?
But he killing in the big three.
You know, he been playing overseas. He been playing for a couple years now, but like the NBA haven't picked him up yet. It's probably still a liability. You know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, because
They,
like
they won't sign him based off of medical.
exactly,
Yeah,
it's like
they ain't
because
fucking
he
with that.
basically signing over like I'm willing to die. Like you know what I'm saying? Anytime he play.
They, like,
And
not
NBA
here.
like
Not here.
he won't
Not on
die.
my court.
Not on TNT Thursday night.
Not with Jerry West at on. Hell no. They over there like, come on.
Cube like it's cool. Huh?
Oh,
He nice
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Shout out to him. He would have been nice in the league too. Just how the league is. He a 7-footer with handles, can shoot it.
But if he know the risk, and like I said, if he, you know what I'm saying, sign off on it, then why not let him?
nah, fuck that. It's my
It's your
name,
business.
bro.
I'm saying, huh?
It's my name. They ain't on that.
Oh.
That's it, bro. They don't want him
It's
to
almost
pass off
it's like
on
real like I'm not saying the NBA looking out for him, but it's almost like if you got a partner that's like doing some shit that can hurt him, and he just like they said if he drink too much, he might die. And he just like, bro, I'm cool. He pass his ball, he gonna be like, nah, bro. If you really fuck with him, like you gonna be like, nah, bro.
Some niggas gonna be like,
Nah, but some
"What we
niggas,
drinking?"
yeah, but some niggas gonna be like, oh well.
All right, bro.
It's that nigga choice.
But I would.
I
That's
see-
I'm just saying that's what the NBA kind of
I
doing.
see why the NBA they ain't on that.
They like, nah.
They clearly
If I see fam at
it
the
won't
park,
happen here.
Hey, you trying to run?
Oh, he first.
he get picked
run?
up.
You trying to run, bro? He running with me.
You here? You already made it up in your mind that that's what you
That
want.
you hooper.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Today be the day. I hope we win.
But shout out to the NBA draft. I just like seeing a lot of black men become millionaires overnight, and that's the thing that hurt that Terrence Clark passed away. You know, you just thinking about it. Like they lost him, but it's just like not even say it's banker because you don't know the situation. They might not be messed up or nothing, but that's generational wealth was right there and it just got snatched away from you. It's almost like somebody gave you a lottery ticket and said you about to get $20 million. Just wait till Friday, you die. You know what I'm saying? You lost the lottery ticket or something like that. Like it's just that money had changed generations.
Everybody's like,
You know what I'm saying? It's just that's
If
crazy.
if they do right, they somebody should look out for the family though in some way.
they might not be messed up though.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like
You still
Somebody
throw
might
them
already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Still
might.
could throw them something.
Yeah.
Especially the University of Kentucky.
I mean, but do they own? They own.
They
No, they don't owe him.
I mean,
No, nobody owe him
They probably
anything.
threw him something anyway.
That was I was
We
thinking
weren't
that.
gonna do that.
Yeah, nobody owe him. I'm just saying it would be nice to look out for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they university scamming people anyway.
You know what's funny though? Like they're about to have like the college players that can make money off their likenesses and everything now. Shout out to Master P. He got his son a $2 million deal the day after the rule went viral and shit. But I was looking at this thing, University of Michigan. They trying to cut like a deal with their players, like basically sign this, and we'll get y'all endorsements and stuff like that. It's just a percentage gonna go back to the school. So it's like
They still trying to get
trying to get a
bullshit coming.
piece though. You know what I'm saying? But think
Some
about
players gonna have to sign
a
that. though.
lot of them are, because that's the thing. Everybody not gonna be making money. It's only the people that can make money off their likeness. So it's gonna be the star players making the money, or it's gonna be a little better because they can take this job now and they can do this. So you go to University of Miami, you're on the football team. Everybody gonna be straight to a certain extent, but them superstars gonna be getting
Paid.
They'll
paid.
be getting cutting up.
Mikey Williams,
Hope we don't start no
I think he only a junior in high school. He just signed with one of the biggest sports agencies.
I'm mad I missed that way. Just imagine, like, when I decide to go to class, I'm pulling up to class with an AP on. I'm sitting in the front, too, just so everybody can.
saying the
raising
teacher
my hand.
this.
I'm raising my hand.
What
Never
up,
raised my-
Teach?
Never raised my hand before. I'm raising my hand every.
I
don't
think
even
it's
know the answer.
stupid that them kids, that people even gotta go to school anyway, especially basketball players, because the
Yeah, football is
basketball
different.
players
You
they
got-
only go to school. They only go to school for the first semester.
Just to go through the motions.
Like literally after the first semester, they eligible
it's
for second.
over.
They never go back to class at all. Like 90% of them,
It's a waste of time.
so they going to the league.
That's tight.
Or you got me in here. You should be letting me go to school to be an NFL player or something like that.
It should be my major.
Like my major is football. Like teach me how to study film, how to coach, how to manage my money. That should be their college course. Like, and if you don't make it in that, like, oh well. But like that should be an option. Like it should be a coach. It should be a major, like a professional athlete major. That should be a major.
That would be pretty slick.
I think that'll help people. Like they want to go to them classes and everything.
Yeah, it would help them because even like the stars and the one, and the other people, because everybody ain't finna go to the league as far as like playing. But there's so many different opportunities in the league,
Around the
surrounding the
league,
league.
yeah.
So
You can be a GM. You can be
Exactly.
you can just be a trainer. You can
you
be
could
a
be
coach.
the head trainer. You know what I'm saying? Make that
I
better.
mean, what that's a course. I'm trying to get away from stuff to go to college where, just to do with professional basketball. I mean, you can go to school to be an athletic trainer,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean, like them things,
Like
that's
coaching and-
like coaching, general management, and just doing that type of thing. Being a scout. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be courses on telling you like what to look for in a player or anything like that. And I think that'll just create more jobs within the sports. Like them people that don't go to the league, they
That'd be dope.
on the
Hey,
fast track.
them floor sweepers really making that much?
I doubt it. I don't think so.
That just popped in my head because we talking about
They making
sports
bank.
jobs and
Said
nobody
it's
talking.
making $80,000 a year. People that sweep the floor in the
At the
NBA.
NBA?
$80,000 a year.
They
Yeah.
sweep the floor, and then like when they fall, like get the sweat off the floor and stuff like
Nah,
that.
I doubt that.
Yeah, that was
80?
80.
I didn't want to get off topic, but I just.
Nah, but I doubt that.
Go to
That
school
what
to
they
be
said?
that.
Man, listen.
Yeah, so I see a lot.
Get free shoes and shit.
I see memes every day that be total bullshit.
All false.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that's the joint. But shout out to all those
Teach you how to wax the floor.
Shout out to all those student athletes. Hopefully they do right.
Hope niggas don't start hating, man. You know, money calls bring a lot of attention.
Oh, niggas gonna be at school trying
It's
to
gonna
rob
be
them and everything.
I'm talking about
I mean,
the
I
team.
hope not, but
Well, nigga at the
they gonna be
end,
jealous.
niggas at the end gonna
if
be.
he ain't breaking bread, they gonna be.
Biggie say more money, more problems.
Oh, it's gonna be wild.
So yeah, it's gonna be.
Then,
Hopefully they be able to handle it.
What y'all think about the
Hopefully
fashion at the draft?
your fame up, man.
Y'all see Jalen Green had on the bell bottom?
not my
I
style.
seen
but-
a
It wasn't
picture
my
of
style.
him next to Sweetness.
I'm about to say
I
like
seen
sweetness
that.
off roll bounce.
Wasn't my
Size 17
style,
back
but
there beating
yeah,
hard.
he was. But so what about them? Him and I think it was another one one of the top picks, they took the G League approach versus actually going to college. He was in G League balling though,
And already getting paid too.
Yeah, he already got paid. Paid
was already getting paid.
200,000. I think
that was dope.
Why not?
I would
All you gonna do is hoop anyway.
It's dope just to be able to explore other options and stuff like that. For instead of them saying you got to do it like this.
They was bogus for that anyway.
Yeah, they bogus as hell for stopping it.
I kind of get it. You know, like this is selfish, like just sports fan of it. If you watch like the last 2 drafts, they let high school players come out. Like I remember the last one for sure. I think it was Dwight Howard was the #1 pick. Like the first 15 picks was all high school players though, and a lot of them niggas was trash. Like maybe 3 of them stayed in the league, and like the first college player to come out, I think was like Brandon Roy. Or something like that. Like no, it wasn't. I don't know, but they didn't pick a college player until like the 15th pick. But I get the teams because they looking at it like, man, he got potential. He like I gotta just get him because ain't no telling where he could be Giannis, he could be LeBron.
He could be
like
something.
it ain't no telling.
It's a hell of a gamble, bro.
So, but it's like, damn.
What if
And then
you
y'all
get-
taking all these trash ass players, these good players in college, y'all just looking over these people for potential. So I think that's why more than anything, well not more than anything, college is the #1 thing. But Jay was like, man, y'all just picking players just because they 6'9" in high school. Yeah. Like, and it's just a lot of bad picks. True. But
In that same aspect though, so like let's like say that same kind of situation, but like in the G League though. So now that they can all go to the G League if they want to, what about all them people that's older, been hooping, they need the G League to try to get back in the league and shit like that, but now all the high school players taking all the spots.
Yeah.
Type shit. So now they getting pushed overseas or shit out of the, you know what
Out
I'm
of
saying? They hooping it up
Ain't no way around it.
because all the young bucks got
you
all
know
the spots.
that's what professional sports though. They say they draft people to take other people's jobs. Like that's how it is. Like once they sign you, that's they waiting to cut you.
Your job on the chopping block.
But I think though with them,
That should make you step your game up though. Competition is healthy for sport.
yeah. But what if you get hurt?
I mean,
It's over.
Over by decent, right?
Ain't no competition. You know what I'm saying? They just.
and that's why That's why it's cool for the players to just kind of take matters in their own hands or do what's best for them versus being loyal to a franchise. Like everybody wants you to be like loyal to a franchise, but the franchise ain't loyal to you.
Yeah.
So like go wherever you want to go. I'm for it.
Bringing that up, Russell Westbrook traded to the Lakers. How y'all feel about that?
I'm here for it. I've been a Westbrook fan.
I don't like it, bro.
I'm a Westbrook fan, but I don't know about how that's gonna work on the Lakers. But I'm for it because
They
like
might as well go
I'm
get
just happy
Melo.
they got rid of KCP.
They might well go get Melo.
They are gonna get Melo.
I'm glad they
Melo
did.
about to sign his
Buddy
book.
Hield.
Yeah,
Buddy got that pistol.
They're not gonna be able to get Buddy.
They
in.
ain't got the trade.
They ain't got no money to get him.
Wait, JJ Redick available.
I'll take him.
JJ got a pistol. We need shooters.
These niggas just old. That's the only thing, right? This sound good. Like it was like Andre Iguodala. Miami just cut him. So they like Lakers. He possibly gonna go to the Lakers. Like Melo,
Trevor Reeves, they threw out a bunch of names.
JJ Redick. Like that sound good, but that sounded good like
Yeah,
5 years ago. And the thing is, when you got we got a core that good though. It could still work. When you got 3 players that good, them role players might work. But they would have to, like Andre Iguodala would have to be
At the top of his role.
he just had to. I don't think he can play defense like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think JJ Redick, like yeah, he can shoot, but JJ Redick used to be like he used to play deep.
hustle.
He
He
used to play
deep,
defense.
real
You know what I'm
deep,
saying?
yeah.
Like I don't think that they can
Trevor
bring
Reeves.
that type of shit. Yeah, like Trevor Reeves. These niggas is in their 16th season. Iggy might be in his 18th or something like that.
I think JJ can still shoot. I'm picking up JJ for sure.
I'm picking
Coming
him
off
up.
them picks.
I don't like the Westbrook shit, man.
It's just so much money. Westbrook making $45 million, LeBron making 44, and oh boy, AD making 38. They got like $9 million
To play.
to play with.
with.
Like y'all might be able to y'all can get Melo. Okay, that's my guy. Y'all know I fuck with Melo, but I want Melo to be the oldest person on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody. You about to get Iggy. He older than Melo.
I
Like
seen somebody talking about Joe Johnson.
that's what I'm saying.
It's like, damn, why
Now
would
him.
old nigga.
Hold on. He can come through. He in the best shape of his life. I follow Joe Johnson on Instagram. That nigga in the yoga every day. This nigga,
I fuck with ISO.
he killing more now than he did with the other league. Yeah, like he
He got work.
he could come
But
through.
To me, he never really lost it though. Like, he was never just one of the best, like
He
best
just had the
players in the
same
league.
game.
That type of shit. He never really lost. To me,
Consistent.
Jamal Crawford still got some go in the tank.
But that was just kind of what I was
Yeah,
saying.
because Mark Crawford had
He
50
pushed out my
in 3
point.
games back to back in the summer league.
IT just dropped 65 in the
Yeah.
little league. I like Isaiah.
But them the type of players that might be on the Lakers next year, though.
Y'all be good with that.
They can keep
No, I ain't
it.
saying I'll be good, but them the type of players we get it, though.
I don't want IT.
We got 2,500 for
Look
you.
at how he looking healthy.
Yeah, man. Well, I got to see it somewhere else that we trade for him mid-season or something. I don't know. I'm going to start over here with the bullshit.
I'll bring that shit over here.
get-
Y'all already got to deal with Westbrook.
Man, this is a-
Westbrook about to cut
Man,
up.
look, I can see it right now. Fourth quarter, crunch time.
Shit.
Drive to the hole, somebody open in the corner, he trying to throw it behind the back, out of bounds, off his foot. I can see it now. He gonna fuck
What's
bang it
different
up.
than that?
It's a possibility, but
LeBron do that
LeBron
shit,
do
too.
the same
I don't
thing.
care.
I know what? That's exactly.
He ain't
Dude
gonna
do
take
that
a
shit
shot.
all the time.
Westbrook a go-getter, man. Like, he gonna leave it all on the court. Win, lose, or draw. That's what I like about him.
Be a lot of leaving, a lot of losing on the court. That's what he be doing. But we'll
A
figure
lot
it
of triple double.
I don't care. That's we ain't gonna go there, man.
I think for LeBron and AD to play off of him, I think that'd be nice. I ain't gonna lie.
So Westbrook gonna run it.
He can't run the show.
He gonna run the show. That's what I'm here for it.
I want him.
I'm
Here
talking
for
about,
that.
I'm talking about he getting rebounds. He doing it everything.
Yeah, he doing too. He ain't got to do all that with us. Though. I swear to God, he don't.
He ain't got get rebounds and shit.
He ain't got to do
Relax,
all that.
yeah,
bro.
no, relax.
Chill, fam.
Like, he ain't got to do
Hold
all
on,
that
Russ.
shit.
Turn it down now.
Like
Somebody
Russ,
grab
slow
it.
down, bro.
like Russ
Slow
don't
down,
need,
Russ.
Russ don't need to be
Slow down,
snatching
bro.
no rebounds out of LeBron or AD hand.
Slow
Like,
down, bro.
that's what he
That's
do.
the shit he gonna be doing.
He gonna chill out though. I got faith in him. Like he's 32.
That nigga, he
My
got-
nigga about to. He want to
he
get
got
this ring,
ants in
so he
his
gonna chill
pants,
out
man.
though. Like
That
I don't
nigga-
think he gonna be
He probably walk around the house all the time.
like. But
He don't sit down at all.
But you think about this though. Like
Running
LeBron
to the
and LeBron, AD always hurt. LeBron getting old. Like they're gonna be sitting at low management. Yeah, let Russ. That's your triple double night, baby. Go out there and kill something. You know what I'm saying? That's
He gonna do that shit, though.
Exactly. That's why I said I think it's gonna work.
Russell,
But then when
Caruso,
everybody
Thornton
playing-
Tucker.
Just chill. Like, be Russ. Attack. Do
Give
that
me
shit.
that shit, AD.
Chill out though. But I don't watch Russ Brook like Steven Adams, like he's snatching a rebound from him. Like, bro, get the outlet. Like, chill out. Like he OC for sure. But I fuck with Russell Westbrook. He just
That's y'all big three.
it's a big three. It's a legit big
it's a-
three.
it's a
No,
big
but you know what though? How people been saying it though, like a lot of people be like, man, like they been telling AD weak. They always talk about Russ and Brian is Brian. So is that really a big three? I think it's a super team and all that shit, but
I don't think it's a super team.
I don't see how it ain't though.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Like
is.
how people say it. Like I don't.
You say
understand
that
how
why?
it
Because
ain't.
of Westbrook?
Well, I mean, it's a big. I just need to see it put together. I gotta
Oh.
see the core around it first.
But this is my thing too. I just think I
Pick
think all three of them is elite. So I think if you got three like super elite players like that, they gonna figure this shit
Tell
out.
him come scoop us. Nah, I play with him now. I don't fuck with him, but I for a bag
How
though.
much you want? Because they ain't really got much.
Ocho Cinco said he'll play for the Saints. All they gotta do is get him an apartment and a car. He'll play for free. He just want to play football.
But that
He
nigga
love the game.
a Kia Soul
That's the shit he drive.
and a 1 bedroom.
That's all he said. He want. He
Everybody
said
still got something in the tank.
So how much cap space the Lakers got to give?
$9 million.
Give me a meal for the
So
year.
so
fuck
check
it.
this out. You think this is so?
I
You
need to
think
do
like niggas like LeBron getting 45 million, Russ 45, whatever AD getting? You think niggas be kicking niggas like, look, they only got 1.3 for you, but I got another 5.
Taking
for
it
you.
up.
No,
You don't think niggas
Hell
do that type of shit?
no.
no. You think
No.
you think of LeBron giving a nigga $5 million or some shit?
I ain't gotta be 5. I'm just saying, it might
No.
look extra.
No.
That nigga-
You don't think that ever happened?
Hey, bro.
I
When
think
niggas be signing for 800,000 and shit, they
No,
go somewhere
man.
else and get 5.
No, maybe the owner might be doing some shit like
Well, somebody.
because the owner
Yeah.
the owners be billionaires, so they got different businesses. They might be like, hey, you sign with us, I'm gonna give you a percentage of this oil company or,
Or
some
buy
shit like
you,
that.
or buy your crib.
Buy you a
It's like it's shit like that. Like Toronto was like they was gonna pay his taxes because when you're in Toronto, you get taxed twice.
Kawhi.
Like yeah, they was gonna pay Kawhi's taxes. Like that was like some under the table shit they was doing. Like I think it's stuff like that with the owners, but the
Well, yeah,
players.
I probably shouldn't have played.
Fuck, bro. Like that'd be a damn fool to be like. Really, they be stupid when they be taking less money. Like to me, like fam, y'all, them people's a cut. You get hurt, all that shit. I can see it when.
I always said I'd see it.
Like I wanted DeMar DeRozan to come to the Lakers, but DeMar DeRozan should go get the max somewhere though. Like Like,
Still?
fuck yeah. That man 30. He only 32. He's average 25. Nigga, he 25 a night. Like legit. Like you think he can't go to Detroit and get the max or the Knicks? Like it's teams that assign that dude, but he still might go to the Lakers. But I think that's done.
It just depends on if he want to win or
Don't take
fuck that ring.
So what them?
no.
take-
I'm for the bag.
So you think the
I'm
Lakers
for the bag.
took? You think the Lakers took Westbrook whole contract?
They did. It ain't no when you got a contract, that's your contract. They can't get around
No,
that.
some of the team they'll bargain with you, like the other team, like might buy him out or something.
No, but he got traded. I mean, so how the buyouts work? Like if Westbrook was on the Wizards, and Westbrook still got like 2 years left on that contract too. Like you in your last year, like with Melo. Melo played for OKC, or he played for the Knicks or some shit like that. They bought him out his contract. They owed him $30 million. They made a deal where it's like $25 million. We'll pay you $25 right now. And you know what I'm saying? And they'll waive you, and you can go somewhere else and play. Westbrook still got like 2-3 years left on this contract. Like they just traded his contract
to the Lakers.
You know what I'm saying? Like KCP, Harold, and Kuzma made damn near the equivalency as Westbrook in 1 year. So they traded them for Westbrook.
Oh yeah,
Swapped
get
the
them
money
up
like
out of
that.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I was just happy to see
KCP.
KCP
That
go.
was cool for me. Oh man,
Kuzma gonna do his thing though. Wherever Kuzma, I don't think he's gonna stay in
he
Washington.
wasn't gonna do it in LA.
No, he wasn't. Cause that's the thing, man. It's hard to play with certain people and shit. So, like, it is though. It's hard to play with Westbrook. It's hard to play with LeBron. It's hard to play with
Two
Luka.
people hard to play with. How's it going?
Hard to play with Luka. It's hard to play with a lot of them niggas, man. Niggas that dribble the air out the ball and shit. Like you standing around watching them and you used to doing your thing. That shit, everybody can't adjust.
Even like probably like a dominant big man.
Westbrook
like
gonna get
slow the
triple
game
double
down.
every game.
Huh?
Westbrook triple double every game this year. I'm
Fuck him,
hoping for
Mike.
y'all.
Nah, we don't need that.
I'm hoping for y'all.
If he do that, we gonna lose. That ain't what we need.
I don't think dude can be. I think he just wired.
He ain't got no
I
chill.
don't think it ain't no talking to dude.
I think LeBron, I say he like the smartest basketball player. Anybody can get him to chill. It might be LeBron.
We'll see. Time will tell. I hope so.
NBA dope.
I'm expecting worse. Hopefully better.
All right, man. Y'all want to talk about the baby?
Hey, you be seeing old girl, the chick he was fucking with, she pregnant or whatever. So
Danny Lee.
the baby, with the baby name, the baby this and the baby that.
They was like, who could get the baby out of this thing? They was like, the publicist.
The publicist. They on this line right now.
Yeah, man.
So, man, I think he kind of taking an ignorant approach. You know what I'm saying? But that's just.
Let's play what he said real quick.
Some wild ass.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die 2-3 weeks. Put yourself on like that.
Dude tripping.
That'll make you die in 2-3 weeks.
That dude's retarded.
Hold up.
Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone nice. Let's be real about this.
You hear the DJ?
And living in the back.
The DJ made it worse.
Yes. Now be real about that shit.
And living in
What?
the back.
Y'all be real about it
Now
now.
we gotta be silly
Wild
about
as
this
fuck.
because we wouldn't be us. But the thing about it, it was so random, man. Like if you ain't suck dick in if you a nigga and you ain't suck dick in the parking lot. He said that like he just got traumatized by something.
Like we said earlier,
Like, that's what they do. They're probably like sucking dick.
yeah. Like we kind of mentioned.
So if you
earlier,
ain't, if you the minority, put your cell phone up. Like,
Yeah,
everybody else sucking dick in the parking lot. Like, that was hella weird. It was unnecessary.
That's the
He
thing.
had the top of his
Wait.
game right now.
But
man.
y'all,
That
but y'all,
was a dumbass move.
but y'all remember like the call act. Y'all been in the club before. Whatever happened to if you got $5 in your pocket? You know what I'm
Put your
saying?
hands
If you ain't
bunch
no,
of shit he could've
All type of shit.
if you ain't got
If your
HIV,
pussy clean, screen.
If you ain't got
He
no,
said that-
if you ain't
but-
finna die from a sexually transmitted
in the
disease,
next 3 weeks.
why? Why you say that?
like we said earlier, like he had to have just
He
got
just watched
into it with somebody
P-Valley,
before he hit the stage or
he
something.
just watched P Valley.
Like one of his females or one of his homeboys and his entourage, something like, and now he just up there he talking to them though. He just talking to that one
It was the
person.
cousin.
Something.
The cousin was outside. So
The cousin.
The
The
cousin.
cousin.
He was talking to the crowd.
Yeah. He was talking to that one person though, but you know how you just get in that rage and you just
Can't
get your
believe
shit
he
off?
just caught his homeboy.
To
in
me,
there.
you still gotta be aware of who you are, though, man. Like you fumble, he fumbling the bag.
And you know, like, everybody had comments about I love Chris Brown. What Chris Brown said, and Chris Brown just said it vaguely. He might not even been talking to him, but who knows? But he said, "Do your show, perform,
Shut the fuck up.
thank the crowd, shut the fuck up, and get off stage." Like it's that simple. You know what I'm saying?
It really
You
is.
did
though.
not have to do what you did.
And the baby though, if you watch that man perform and shit, like I was watching that man performance and shit that day, and like there's so much energy. Like he's
He's
a
a
great
performer.
great performer.
Yeah.
Like people love him. And it was funny though. Like he said some more wild shit to me on the stage than that, but you can't. But this thing,
Everybody that's been posting, he been like, you know, saying reposting or commenting under their posts. Like, what he said something. Old boy from Tribe Called Quest.
no.
It was
That was Questlove from
Questlove.
the Roots. And that was another thing.
I don't even know who you is, fam. That's ignorant as fuck. Like for real though.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like, bro, on everything. Like, but that says a lot about you though. Like, if you don't know who you a rapper, you don't know who Questlove is and shit like that. That says a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? But all those comments that you don't have to say. Like,
He didn't have to say nothing.
Shut up.
Even after he said what he said on stage, he should have said shit else.
He been digging a deeper hole since he
For
walked
real.
off.
Keep digging your grave.
They dropped him from this
Losing
festival.
the
Dropped him
bag.
from this festival.
Fumbling the bag.
He was at a festival last night. He performed last night somewhere, but then he was supposed to be in Chicago tonight at Lollapalooza. And they canceled that. Some festival overseas. He commented when they canceled the festival. He's like, I didn't even know I was supposed to be there.
See that kind of shit, like bro.
I think people don't. I think a lot, but just to put this in perspective for these people, man. The baby right now, like I don't listen to the baby like that. You know what I'm saying? None of us really do.
Right.
We like, for instance, like everybody like Lil Baby. Lil Baby is like the leader of this class, shit like that. The Baby is like 2 times as big, like more popular, like worldwide than Lil Baby though.
Yeah.
So the money that he is getting from these festivals, bro, these are big bags. This ain't no, like 100,000 is a big bag. He's getting close to $1 million doing them festivals, bro. Like he's making, like he's fumbling, like Jose said, he's fumbling the bag for real. Cause he the new, like, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect to him, but like he like the new MC Hammer type person. Like he's super marketable, all that shit. And I can't believe like this going over. I was just thinking about all the stuff he did. The baby done did some wild shit.
And got away with it.
Yes.
And like,
but this one ain't. I don't.
But like Sim,
Eventually, but
like Sim said, as big as he is, like it's gonna be hard to fucking cancel him though.
no, he'll never be. He can't get canceled. Like cancels ain't even a real thing to me. The only person that got canceled is R. Kelly, fam, and that's just because the police canceled him. You know what I'm saying? Like because if R. Kelly was out here, he'd be out here doing shows and shit. Like R. Kelly would be. He might be more. He like this. That would have probably gave him a more popular. Because for the past year and shit like that, he'd had a bigger buzz because there's been so many people like,
everybody was
I fuck with him still. They would have been going to his shows and shit.
Supporting.
Even though people would have been protesting, it would still have been a group of people like, man, we going. Like, so with the baby, that's what I'm saying.
You driving or I'm driving.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Everyone's gonna be out there like
he ain't gonna be.
You driving or I'm
He
driving.
ain't gonna be at the Fox Theater or something like that. He gonna be at smaller. He gonna be at small venue.
nothing but the
gonna be a
cut.
pops.
Yeah, pops and shit like that. But he gonna be in there. So that's what I mean.
Cutting up though.
That's what I mean. So like,
Checking the age.
but it's people like with the baby. They gonna go and see dude. Like, dude, this shit ain't gonna end his career. But
If you got a wristband, put your hands up.
You got ID.
And just knowing him, like he gonna get on stage again and say something close to that, just to be.
no, he gonna chill out.
I'm
He
saying,
gotta
like,
chill.
Somebody
chill.
gonna get in his ear.
He about to chill though. Cause
I ain't a fan of fucking up the bag. I don't give a fuck.
At all.
Like period.
At all.
Ain't no like you trying to like what was you?
I just want to know what he was thinking.
I'm telling you, he had to get into it with somebody. He was talking to somebody. You
That was-
sucking dick in. If you wasn't sucking
do
dick,
y'all
in the
think it's
parking lot.
just that though?
What?
Do y'all think it's people canceling him like just because of what he just said, or could it be he did bring out Tory Lanez on the
I
show?
think it's a combination of different people, probably mad about different shit. Then I also seen,
And the people we spoke on as bullies too.
yeah,
like the gay community.
yeah.
Yeah, like
His comments after that, after what he said, is making it worse for him. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's that.
I think that.
And it is bringing up old stuff too, though, because like the family, you know, with the situation he had at Walmart a few years ago when he first started popping, now they bringing back up what allegedly the real facts of what happened was. Like it just bringing up a lot of different shit.
See, I think though, what I said though, like, and people, I don't like when people do that either, but it's just, bro, y'all know who this person is? Like, y'all, this dude that did a lot of shit. Like, his newest video they just came out with all that shit happening, he's spitting in somebody's grave. Like, he spit on somebody at a funeral and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of, like, rap is disrespectful. He's a disrespectfful young man. Like, he's a wild boy. He don't really care about nothing.
Say hard head, make it soft ass sometimes.
But like I said, man, but it is, and man making so much money, man. It's like he probably ain't listening to none of that shit. They had to take his phone. Somebody, that's why I feel bad. They're like, ooh, you ain't got nobody around you. Finna take that man's phone. Like
they probably do.
They
might be yes men though.
He probably ain't on that though. man, give my motherfucking phone back. I can see him tripping.
Before I put that
real.
Before I put that iron on,
lay your ass down.
That's one thing that I do not like. Whenever somebody always try to get somebody to check somebody or something like that. Like,
you better get him.
Yeah, but everybody ain't gettable.
A lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't. Like it's motherfuckers that you know people personally that you couldn't get. It ain't nobody that can get them. Like
I think to get to the level that they at, you gotta listen to somebody. It's got to be like to get to the biggest rapper in the game. Like you somebody you gotta respect their opinion.
Even if it was
them type of people you talking about though, like
look at
them people be just fucked up. Though.
Look at what he just did though.
But that's what I'm saying. Even say for instance you did respect somebody or look up to somebody or listen to somebody. Now that's before you was even diss. Now you diss, you might not feel that same way anymore. That person might not be able to get you no more. Like you here now. Bread is coming in, like you this.
Fuck him too.
This is
that.
And
fuck you, nigga.
But when I say
to me it's like, yeah, most people you could probably get. Most people with that one person like, hey, you need to call dude. Yeah. But like, it's some people that you can't get. I don't fuck with nobody.
Can't nobody
get them. They just gotta bump their head.
But my thing though, like we gotta realize though. You know how many families that man probably taking care of, how many people he taking care of? He got to know better than to just fuck everything up for that. Like, over some shit that you probably don't care about, though, like that. You willing to die on that? You know what I'm saying? That'd be the thing, though, like arguing over something honorable. You arguing about some shit, because, truthfully, I don't think he didn't mean no malice, like, he wasn't trying to just shit on gay people. Like you said, it could have been anything.
No, he's talking to somebody.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't your intentions ain't like, man, like you ain't this Christian radical that's been like that gay stuff is wrong or something like that. That ain't your stance. So why down that hill like arguing like over that? You
and
know
I don't think it's like that. I think it's he did what he did, he said what he said, and then he was probably apologetic until motherfuckers came for him. So when people came for him, he probably got defensive.
No, his first response was, man, first of all, my fans don't got AIDS. My gay fans ain't with that nasty shit that y'all on. And shit like that was like no bullshit. Like this ain't exactly quote, but this is like what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? My fans wouldn't suck. My gay fans wouldn't suck nobody dick in the parking lot. So I wasn't talking like that was his first response. Like he was tripping from the jump.
Somebody took a picture with, dude. He caught him something. That's just wild.
He just that person that don't give a fuck. Like we all personally know people like that. He's just the one that's at the on the right stage.
He went around the corner. He was tapping somebody off. He was pissed.
Oh man, that's wild. But you know, you got people like Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie can say whatever the fuck he want to say because no matter what Lil Boosie, that's when somebody is uncancelable. Because Boosie gonna come pick these bags up from St. Louis. He gonna go down south. And they gonna always love him. Yeah. So he can say whatever he want.
Boosie go get a bag anywhere.
Anywhere.
In this area. Yeah.
He play that badass album. That's all he got to play. Ain't nobody
there. He was just tweaking on live a couple days ago. Yes. Just got his shit back.
Yeah.
Already was on there talking about that community.
No, he didn't get that one. He didn't get his 10 million followers.
No, not the 10, but he got he had one that was like 4 million or something. And
They probably
got his live.
they probably took that
Yeah,
away.
it's probably gone now. He got on live and was.
But that's somebody that's but Boosie fumbling the bag by doing that shit though.
Yeah.
Like you standing on some shit that you really don't. Oh, well, I take that back. Boosie
standing on that
He do care. Like that's something that he don't fuck with
At all.
He said he'll snatch Lil Nas X off the stage
And beat him up.
and beat him up.
He dead serious.
But to me, it's like it's one of them things where, like, so with Boosie being Boosie, like Boosie being entertaining, like for him to comment on something that has nothing to do with him, did that help him or hurt him?
I feel like Lil Boosie, like it's just. I don't know. I don't think it did
That
nothing
shit
to
had
him.
me
I don't think that
cracking
should have
up.
hurt. I think people that
I
love
think it only hurt.
I think
That shit had
I
me
think it only
dying.
hurts you if you have aspirations to be
exactly.
something. I don't think Boosie cool with what he got going on. Yeah.
The only bigger Boosie, I think Boosie can go into like reality TV and get a little higher, a little bigger or something like that.
But other than
But
that-
other
I ain't
than
gonna cancel it. He gonna
no, but he lost his show and everything. Boosie had a reality show coming out and it got canceled for some shit he said like a year ago. But that's what I mean. Maybe some time past. That's the only thing I can see Boosie doing on another level. Like he might catch another hit or something like that. But his music, he's a legend. Like no matter what, he gonna still make music. But fam, we love Boosie. Like we always gonna love Boosie.
set it off, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
we love Boosie. Everybody don't love Boosie.
But Boosie, people that love Boosie. It ain't really nothing that Boosie gonna do
That's gonna stop.
that's gonna stop
He's
people.
just like, man,
loving
Boosie crazy.
that type of shit though. That's what it is though.
boy crazy.
Y'all see what Boosie said?
Yeah.
And you just know, man,
Where y'all about to go? We going to Boosie house.
just know people crazy, man. People just a little wild, man.
Boosie ungettable.
No, you ain't getting Boosie.
No, but Boosie the boss. Like, ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody getting him.
There's people that's ungettable.
Nah, ain't nobody getting Boosie.
That's the only way they
person
got
I
him.
ever
Take
heard
his
him talk
phone.
about that called him and had him thinking that had him apologize on his mama when he said what he said about Dwayne Wade's.
His mama could get him. He ain't ungettable. He got before. His mama could get him.
said-
Your mama can get anybody home.
But he also said,
Yeah, mama.
"I still stand on what I said. I just apologize for how I said it
Cause she told me to.
because she told me to. So that's not an apology."
Not at all.
Shout out to Mama Boosie.
Mama bad.
Mama
ass.
badass.
Did y'all see Whack 100 doing an interview with 6ix9ine? Three-hour interview. What do you got to talk to him about?
Police report. I don't know.
It is a hefty investigation. It might take 3 hours to get
Whack been showing 6ix9ine mad love though, calling him like the predator against like Meek. Said the prey became the predator. He had like he said that 6ix9ine ain't no snitch. He just played them niggas.
That's an interesting view.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different way to take it.
Basically though, he said because he really from that life, like gang life and shit like that. Dude they should have never let him in like that.
That could be true.
To be calling shots and shit like that. So
I understand.
they the group. But at the
That don't mean you gotta do what you doing though.
like, all that shit can be true, but if you doing shit, that's the thing about 6ix9ine. If 6ix9ine would have been somebody that really wasn't, he was just this guy that wasn't doing nothing. No, he was in the game. He was. Y'all should go shoot at. Y'all need to go shoot at him. Go rob him.
Guilty.
He was calling shots.
He guilty.
Yeah, I can't. You's a rat, bro.
You rat.
Yeah, his whole family rats. It's going to grow up to be a rat.
So what's Whack trying to accomplish from this?
I think
What
just
you-
whack. I just whack just want to stay.
Being whack.
He just want to stay in the news,
Whack
like
being
staying.
whack.
I think that's all it is. It's gonna be a whole bunch of controversy.
Blueface ain't popping no more, so
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Screw
Blueface
something.
boxing, doing celebrity boxing, all type of shit.
Get stolen by fans and shit.
You know what I'm saying, like that. But shit,
I will say though, I ain't gonna act like everybody else. I'm watching that shit. I'm just gonna put that out there.
3 hours.
I might not watch. I ain't gonna sit down for 3 hours and watch it straight, but I'm gonna definitely.
Depends if I'm gonna have time to listen to it. I'm not gonna watch it, but I might listen. But it's DJ
I'll give it 30
Academics.
minutes.
He's starting a podcast.
I don't like him either, but
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm about to say. So DJ Academics making a podcast. You know, he's one of the biggest voices in hip hop. Whether you like him or not, he just is. I think you check out his podcast.
I'm gonna watch that. I don't know weekly. It depends on his guests. I say that.
Yeah, he want to.
I don't- I'm not
He
gonna
gonna
sit
get
and
the
listen to
top tier guests.
Yeah.
like he gonna
He
get.
gonna get everybody.
But
You
I'll
don't
be
get
watching it
everybody.
for the guests. I don't want to hear him talk.
I think academics though is. I don't respect academics at all. Like just the shit he be saying, like all that type of shit.
But if you
I do
want to call Reason Dog Podcast, we'll come up to it.
But I would tell him to. I just tell him to his face. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I don't
still
like
tell
how
him.
he makes the beefs bigger within these like young niggas and shit like that. I don't like that shit.
Anthony.
Yeah, like he be putting gasoline on this shit. Like he was talking and he was saying like with the little Tim dude that killed King Vine. He was saying like Lil Durk and them, y'all they looking soft. Like ain't nothing dude out here. Like why you doing that though? Because once if they was to do something to him, like y'all would be on there calling him stupid. Like if Lil Durk just got in his car and just went to go shoot up some shit and went to jail, like they'd be like, man, that dude dumb as hell. Like why we?
And he'd be the main one calling him dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like shit like that. Cause you portraying something that you know is some bullshit. Like
fuck him too.
He's just a prime example of that like weird old YouTube motherfucker that just sitting in the basement all day on the computer like, I'm gonna take this. Watch this.
Yeah.
You know that kind of Timmy Turner ass
Like
shit.
a super troll.
Yeah.
Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. But you know, podcasts being so big, it was only a matter of time for dude hopped into the podcast and shit.
Go get the bag. Huh?
6ix9ine and Wack his first guest. That's the way to kick it up.
Big.
I think I think his podcast is gonna be guest based. So them type of podcasts, I only check them out if I like the guests pretty much on them.
Yeah, that's right. He gonna have to have people I fuck with on that.
6ix9ine gonna be recurring. I guarantee it.
Yeah, like it might be the 6ix9ine and academic podcast. Because 6ix9ine ain't got shit going on with music and none of that. So he probably need that too. And that could work out for him.
You would think he'd start bringing on motherfuckers that 6ix9ine actually had words with?
Yeah.
Same room.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, niggas is dick riders, man.
6ix9ine and Meek.
Nah, it'll never be like that.
Yeah,
but like
happen.
them, like some of them rapper niggas that 6ix9ine and cussed out, yes, they will be on there. You know what I mean? They gonna think about the views and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't be real. But certain people, hell no. Like you'll never see that 6ix9ine in the same room with somebody. But I think academics will talk to them niggas and shit because they want to be on academics page. They want to be getting it. Like, so look, this is a question that got brought up, and it go with what we saying. So people like curving something that they said that they wouldn't do when they do it. There's a question that was like, what is selling out? Now I bring this up because y'all know my guys I fuck with Griselda, right? Mm-hmm. Benny the Butcher did he did the song, if you watch the NBA draft, he did the song for the NBA draft. He did another song for something else or something like that. And it was just people in the comments and stuff and made him even respond. They were saying Griselda's selling out because they did Rolling Loud and shit like that. So it's people saying they selling out. Now I don't think. Oh, and like Conway, he had the fashion on, and he had the Alexander McQueen. He had like the kilt shit. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like just some fashion shit. But they like Conway the Machine. Like this nigga's a gangster.
Changed or something?
They gangster, but they getting money, so they into different fashions. So they saying they selling out. What's selling out to y'all? Like a music artist. What is deemed to be selling out?
Doing some shit that you going against something that you stood on, like some shit that you've been rapping about, some shit that you've been, you know what I'm saying, like having a feature with 6ix9ine since we on that subject, like you know y'all
just for a
street, y'all
That's
street
selling out.
niggas, y'all grew up hustling and shit. That's what y'all talk about, that dope talk, like just street shit. Like for you to do a song with a rat. Like that's selling out. As far as you changing and evolving and stuff like that, or getting to the bag,
That's what's wrong with the world.
I don't see that sell. I'm not wearing a kilt.
I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
I think they are. I think they argued though. I think they said it was just a scarf. No, it was a scarf or something.
Scarf?
He just had, like the scarves, the Alexander McQueen, like the scarves. They said it was just a scarf. He just had it around his waist. That's what they were saying.
Well, I wouldn't wear that, but that's what's wrong with people. Is like when somebody people or a group of people or a person get to elevate and shit like that.
You train.
Like, man, I'm just elevated. How the fuck is that? How is that selling out though? So them niggas was supposed to turn down Rolling Loud because what the fuck you talking about? Like people be thinking their opinions is just so
stronger.
I just think selling out, like it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, people can't comprehend, like you'll hear rappers say like selling your soul and shit like that. They're not talking literally Illuminati, like meeting with the devil and selling your soul. They're talking about like doing things that you wouldn't, that's out of your character. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I
believe in.
Yeah, that's what I think is selling out. Like they got you saying some wild shit. You just doing anything.
You promoting certain things.
Yeah, that you wouldn't fuck with. Like that's selling out. Cause you just look, but hip hop is so big now, you can't even use that shit. Like Travis Scott had the McDonald's meal, and Sweetie got a McDonald's meal right now, and you see the Migos doing Mountain Dew commercials and shit like that. Back in the day, when this shit first started, hip hop started, it was a lifestyle. It was a culture, so it still is. But back then, they had people, like they looked at MC Hammer like, man, you selling out. He Taco Bell commercials and shit like that. He's super flashy. They was like, that's selling out. They hated dude because hip hop was supposed to be this underground thing. Hip hop's not that no more. Though. Right. Like even if you got that type of genre of music, like underground hip hop. Hip hop is the biggest music genre in the world.
And see, I look at it in the total opposite light, like seeing Benny the Butcher on the NBA draft song. Like
that's tight.
I'm like, damn, y'all made it.
You made it.
You know what I'm saying? That type of shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's dope. Because I remember when you first started talking about the niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now. For that rapid advancement that they got going on, that's dope. So I don't see us as selling out at all.
And it's like people, and I think a lot of the fans were saying like, if they doing that type of shit, they gonna be making different types of songs. So if they making Main Street type songs, I wouldn't say that's selling out. I never heard them say, I'll never make a song with Chris Brown or some shit like that. So if they was to say some shit like that, then that would be selling out. But like, they never said they didn't want to make that type of music or they couldn't make that type of music. I'm actually intrigued to hear, you know what I'm saying, like Benny working with DJ Mustard or Juicy J or some shit. I want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear people I think can rap. Like, I want to see if they can do different things, you know? Like, that's how I rate rappers, like, how versatile are you? I mean, the styles and shit you got, so.
To me, and it's just about, like you said, it's about adapting and evolving. Like, you should want that from them type of street niggas.
Growth.
To be able to do something mainstream. Because that's where the big bag come from.
Right.
What's selling out to you, Stino?
Going against what you believe and things that you say, like going against your word, to me, like basically the same thing y'all said. Like if you saying fuck snitches, fucking rats,
but this is my guy.
This is my homie. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna do a song.
But don't put
because it's money.
Field mouse.
I mean that's what I got. I'm looking at that.
For the bag.
Oh, y'all like. But yeah.
So that's what I believe, man. Don't going against what your word is, how you believe your beliefs is selling out.
And at one point in time, like you got your fans, you got your people that admire you and stuff like that, but you just got to be yourself and focus on yourself because people always gonna have a fucking opinion, and it's easy to have an opinion on some shit that you ain't even in that ball game. Like, so you telling me like, no, bro, don't take that deal with Goldie. Something like it's easy for you to say because that deal ain't on the table for you though. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got an opinion. You know, no, bro, like you. NBA,
I can't wait to sell out.
That's what they say.
I mean, like I said, you see me, I'm wearing Mike's, Nikes, and stuff like that. If Adidas talking about some shit for the podcast, shit. 3 stripes.
Them Yeezys, I be looking at them. I be at them Yeezys. Them Yeezys don't really look that bad. If you think about it, I can do my thing if I.
You know what I'm saying? I would just have my contract struck to where I could wear other shit
on off days.
That type of shit though.
Off camera,
but on the scene, like I'm 3 stripes. Ultra Boost. What we doing? Yeezys. 700, 350. What we doing?
Ain't gotta be Puma.
Whoever.
Pony.
Joe Jack ain't never wore no Pumas. Like,
Saucony.
whatever, however y'all feel, I'm selling out.
Avirex.
Them Pat Ewins.
Avirex.
But like I said, until that, like, I'm supposed to just turn down this bag because of how you feel.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't turn down this.
You can
bag.
turn down certain shit, but if you don't
You gotta
believe
stand
it,
on that
you gotta
shit.
stand on it. You know what I'm saying? But rap style or something.
I don't drink dark alcohol, but if do say one of the
You gonna be in
This fine, you gonna figure out what mix.
roasted.
You gonna figure out what mix.
You gonna be in here
is it
roasted.
Pepsi or Coke? Like,
Yeah, like which
how
one
you
go?
doing this? Cranberry juice. I seen people do that, and that's
Mix
what
it
we
with
do.
the same thing you
No,
use.
that's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Fuck it.
You gotta be able to adapt, evolve, man. Like,
Yeah, man. I like shout out to my Griselda niggas, man. They did their thing, and I was watching the Rolling Loud show. I'm like, damn. I wonder if these people know they was rapping all the words and shit. I'm like, damn, my niggas kind of made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the niggas, man. Speaking, we gonna stay on new music. Kanye album still ain't dropped.
he allegedly spending $1 million a day.
He in Mercedes-Benz stadium in Atlanta still, right now. They say he in there right now still, $1 million a day. Y'all see his little
I
room?
thought he was in Philly.
Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. $1 million a day. They had a live show in Philly, sold out a theater for a podcast. That's dope as hell. But they had Kanye West come out.
Gilly
Did he
West.
perform?
Yeah, but
He
Gilly
said
dressed
today,
up.
he said today he Gilly East. I mean Kanye East. Kanye East.
No, that's dope. That's dope for podcasting, though, man. But, two dudes from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Gilly been somebody we knew and shit, but Wallow be out 20 years from jail for I think under 5 years maybe he been out to do what he been doing.
But
man,
their
It's
podcasts
dope.
haven't even been going for that long, have they?
I mean, it's a couple years. They 100 and something episodes in, so $1 million worth of game, definitely dope podcast. Check that out. They did a live podcast though, man, and saw a theater. That ain't normal shit.
Gilly said he
Very
stayed
dope.
at the theater still.
Gilly is a damn fool. Gilly's another person that's
entertain him, man.
uncancelable.
Like I
Gilly another person uncancelable because the people that love Gilly no matter what.
Yeah.
Gilly just said a whole bunch of wild ass shit.
I ain't heard much from Joe. He cool?
Joe Budden?
Yeah.
Damn,
I don't really fuck with the Joe Budden podcast no more.
I
man.
mean, and I did. I'm just saying.
You do? You still fuck with it?
I fuck with both of them though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I fuck with it, but I ain't been keeping up. Like I might
ain't
tune
really heard
in.
much
Ain't the
from
same. I don't really like the new cast members on Joe Budden podcast.
Damn.
It seemed like I ain't even been seeing him like on the blogs or nothing though. Like,
But they do a lot.
Like,
He
he
do
quiet.
he do a lot of shit on Patreon. So they doing like they making a lot of money on Patreon. So I don't think he really even dealing with that. But on like YouTube and stuff like Rory and Mal, they numbers been doing better. So
turn.
it looked like, you know what I'm saying, like they kind of hit a state because you can't tell they only like 6 episodes in. Is they gonna stay hot like they are? But I enjoy Rory and Mal more. Like I used to listen to the podcast for them more than Joe. Like, but they all work together. Like it just was a working team. But you know, Joe kind of one of the people like we talking about selling out. I feel like what he did for me listening to this podcast from first episode to he sold out in a couple ways to me. The way, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't really listen to him the same no more because it's like I feel like he changed up a lot of ways he feels. You feel like that too, Deuce?
Nah.
You feel like he this consistently was the same?
I mean, I agree with you to an extent, but I don't really feel like he sold out.
So is this before or after Maul and Rory speaking?
It was before. It was even before. Like just the way that the things that they was falling out about. I'm like, damn, why would they be falling out over some shit like that? He preaching ownership and we doing this way and shit like that. They made it seem like they was a unit, a group, all on the same page. But the whole time, like they was beefing.
He ended up being a whole ass nigga.
Yeah, to me, that's how it came off to me. You know what I'm saying? But still, one of the biggest podcasts and shit.
Definitely helped pave the way.
On the new music, but y'all think Kanye really staying there for $1 million a day?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I believe he's staying there.
Why not?
Yeah, why would he stay that little ass room for me?
Why not?
Yeah, I don't
Kanye.
think he paid $1 million.
It's Kanye.
I mean, if anybody would do that,
So yeah,
it
and
would
like
be
he just
Kanye.
living there. I mean, he got his studio set up in there. They working.
Weird as he probably
he there. He's there.
he
man.
eating, sleeping, shit, and all
Man,
that.
I think he there too, but they got OTAs tomorrow, don't they? You got to get his ass up out of here.
No, that shit ain't at that.
I'm
that
just
shit probably at
saying,
the practice
dude.
facility.
They gonna need some of that shit in a minute. But
They probably got him. What people don't know, like them stadiums is big as fuck. Like that shit go in the ground and all kind of shit. So he probably on a whole different.
they made it look so. They made. I mean, $1 million
Yeah,
a day
nigga
is
is
like
chilling.
it's worth $6 billion though. So
He chilling.
they saying it's a troll.
It's an honor that he's even there.
They said it's
Like
a,
for real.
They said it's a troll at Drake.
It might be.
They said Drake went.
They gotta show me what.
They said Drake went on a little. They went
what
on.
the million is. Like
they-
what he
That type
paying
of
for?
shit. You can't just throw it out
Yeah.
there.
Now
They
what is
said-
he paying for?
They said that Drake had a little date at the Dodger Stadium. They said Kanye just living in the stadium now.
Just showing me got it like that.
Like that date ain't shit.
Yeah, that's,
Live.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
tight.
Remember when Drake said my Kanye's pool is cool, but mine's a little bigger. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they been going.
I can see that.
So this all Drake fault.
Now Drake said his album done too, and he don't give a fuck about who album.
So they
Nah,
gonna drop on the
They
same
better
day.
get out the way.
So they gonna drop on the same. day.
It's looking like that. His album done. Kanye shit come out.
Kanye just waiting. Kanye shit been done.
I like that
Kanye
kind of
ready.
competition shit.
Ain't really gonna be no competition though. Drake.
No, I'm just saying, like, just I know it ain't gonna be competition, but just petty, just be petty, like fuck
You
it.
like Petty?
in a sense when it comes to music, not no girly ass shit, but like Kanye, like all right, you got a date.
Kanye-
now I'm about to live in this.
Kanye
You know?
might not drop his shit. If Drake drop on that day, dude, he might not drop his shit.
He might drop a double disc.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah, he might just trip out.
I don't think Kanye want nothing. Because his ego too big to get like beat.
Or he don't give a fuck.
No, I think Kanye just did a.
No, he'll get his.
He give a fuck. He just did a show where he had 80,000 people where he didn't say
Didn't say
nothing.
a word.
It was just him. and
It
shit.
wasn't him.
That was Gilly.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ready for that? Certified Lover Boy?
I'm gonna check it out. You
I'm
know,
always here for some Drake.
about time for some new Drizzy.
New Nas King Disease 2 come out too on August 6th.
I'm sitting where KD usually sits, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Fuck Drake.
It's what
That's
come with
what
the
that
seat.
seat.
That's what
It
this
comes
shit
with the
comes
seat.
It just came out.
That mic, that's
Y'all see them forces? The Air Force Ones that Drake got coming out? The Certified Lover Boy? He got like,
Oh, matter of fact, I did. I don't
like they just some all white forces, and I think they said like Certified Lover Boy on the side. But on like the forces where it got the stars on the toe,
They hearts.
That's kind of hard.
That dude
I like
was
details
fucking
like that.
crazy.
I like details
Nuts.
like that.
I don't think
I don't want that. I don't.
First of all, guys, we're not gonna be able to buy them. Like even if we wanted them,
if our,
They were forcing, bro. I thought
hey,
that. I thought it
if
was
our
coming out like the
people-
Supremes. On
if
it.
our
it's
people do what they're
still-
supposed to do, then we'll
we'll
be
be
good.
alright, huh?
Yeah.
shout out to Deuces. We working. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying?
Might be able to get a. We might have your side.
Full size run.
You know what I'm saying? But Nas come out that day too, so I'm listening to Nas album first. Nas and his boy King Disease too. I like seeing old heads drop music, man. Nas making all this money off this crypto shit, and
He just doing music for fun.
they say he made like another $100 million the other day off of Robinhood, the Robinhood app.
But him and somebody else invested in.
They invested in it when it wasn't shit. Now it's worth like $38 billion. They don't even know how much money. That's the thing about like them Forbes shit. They don't know how much money they getting from that shit. They don't know shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It's guesstimate.
They talking about Shaq. Like Shaq. Shout out to Shaq. Shaq said he owned the rights to Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley. He owned the biggest percentage of J.C. Penney.
You can't put no value on it.
Exactly. It's like people that be like, Shaq worth $350 million. Man, Shaq probably $4 billion up. Like you never know. Like you don't know what people. I hate net worth.
They
shit.
judging him off the general.
They don't know shit. Yeah, that type of shit. But he owned. But he owned like a big percentage in that company and shit. You know, I just hate
They
celebrity
got a
net worth.
regular fucking job that's still paying billions too. Like,
I just don't. I like they be like, so got that bread, and then somebody Google such and such net worth. Like, oh man, Fabulous only worth $5 billion. Man, Fabulous might got 20 Taco Bells, fam. You don't know what the fuck these people got
I
going
hate
on.
that kind of shit. I've been trying to explain it to people. It's like I work in that that industry, and like people saying like, oh, they say such and such ain't really got like, no, motherfuckers got. They got their personal shit. Then motherfuckers got 20 businesses that's worth.
Because
You know what I mean?
everything ain't liquid though.
Yeah.
And then though, like when Jeezy was when him and Gucci had the thing, Jeezy said, "Shit, I own half Atlanta though."
And motherfuckers looked up.
Looked up his name. Was like he only owned 2 properties.
And it's funny that you said that because that's the exact conversation I was having with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they said he only, and then they had the addresses and shit. I say, bro, think about that. Like motherfuckers have corporations, LLCs, all that shit that they put that shit in for other purposes. Like Jeezy probably do own half of Atlanta.
You got half of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
People just don't be.
Yeah, but that's just it's like a gift and a curse because like this thing right here is like the most powerful thing in the world. Like it got so much information on it, but it got a whole bunch of misinformation on it. Like
plenty.
You know what I'm saying? People
probably got more misinformation.
Yeah, like it just depends how you use it. You know, you can use it for good or for evil.
Pick your poison.
Yeah. I think what was it like last year or something like motherfucker posted said, oh, everybody think Moneybagg Yo got this such and then like they posted a screenshot that said Moneybagg Yo was worth 1.1 million or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, and did 40,000 shows this year though. 1.1, but he only went okay.
You right.
You gotta
let them have it.
I think when people try to pocket watch people, they either going way too high or they going way too low. Like ain't nobody close or nothing. they didn't think Lil Baby is a billionaire or he
ain't got
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no
Q taking all his money.
Yeah, that type of shit.
Pete.
Man, but shout out to everybody, man, getting money out here. New music that dropped. What I've been listening to, that new Dave East. It's called Hoffa.
Getting on there.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
called Hoffa. His name it's after
Jimmy
like Jimmy Hoffa. That's the whole like of the album.
East Coast mob type.
But like it got like little skits and stuff from Jimmy Hoffa trial and shit like that. It's dope. The theme of it. He got Benny the Butcher, Currency. I think that might be the only 2 features he got on there. I think he got Jeezy on the track or something like that. But it's more just him and Harry Fraud. And he got like Griselda niggas to do his merch and shit. So the cover look kind of like how they be having their artsy shit, like Dave East painting and shit. It's alright, man. Again, shout out to Dave East.
Shout out to Dave East. I'm gonna check that out when we leave.
We got Isaiah. I don't know an artist y'all might not know about. It's cold artist from West Coast, TDE. Isaiah Rashad dropped his album. He had Kendrick Lamar and all them, TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. Definitely dope album. No, just give it a listen. I stamped that. Who else dropped?
I feel like I downloaded something.
Young Dolph dropped.
Yeah, that's what
You don't fuck with Dolph?
I really don't, man.
You fuck with Key Glock?
Yeah. Kinda. Yeah, I like a couple Glocks.
I
like a couple Dolphs.
I fuck with Young Dolph. Like anytime Young Dolph do an interview and shit, I always listen to it and shit like that. I don't like Young Dolph music at all. But I fuck with Dolph though. Just to hear him talk, the shit he be talking about, his mentality. I fuck with Dolph, but his music.
I can agree with that because I try to listen to that album. I ain't really.
The new one.
Yeah.
When I pulled it
well,
up,
it's not really. It's not just him though. It's him and his
whole label. Yeah.
And I ain't really.
What was up with the Illuminati shit?
Hey, you gonna ask him about that?
I ain't fucking with.
I like when people fuck with people like that.
You like that shit?
Cause niggas be thinking that shit be so real. That shit be funny to me, dude. That Illuminati shit.
They had everybody tripping.
Y'all remember we talked about Logic retiring like 6 months ago, maybe? Mm-hmm. Well, he back. With Bobby Tarantino 3. Did y'all catch 1 and 2?
No.
Not a fan.
It's mixed. They was mixtape joints and shit.
I ain't never listened to Logic.
I don't really fuck with Logic, and this kind of really just was like this
the icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. Like I'm like, man, you just said you retired, fam. Like you 6 months. That's it.
Yeah.
Quarantine, you bored.
Yeah.
I ain't listening to that shit. Fuck, dude.
Skip. That's what I be doing.
No download or nothing.
Nothing.
Nah, he won't get.
He's come on Pandora.
You cut it off. You ain't never even listened to it.
As soon as you get to rapping, I'm
You ain't got that
like,
many skips on Pandora though.
I got
He
premium.
using this shit.
I got
he
premium.
premium was unlimited skips.
Pandora used to be that shit, boy.
Shit, I ain't fucking with it.
Nobody ain't fucking with Pandora no more.
Hell no. Why would you? Every day,
I
everybody
never
got
had
it
it,
now.
so I
Whatever
don't
you
know.
got. Tidal or
And
Apple Music.
I'm Apple Music over here.
Apple Music, Spotify.
I'm still using my college discount. I don't know how. But
Don't say that loud.
Apple. He's not in college anymore. You still got that email though, right?
yeah,
That's all you,
That's
got.
all that matters.
All you need is that EDU.
it don't matter if I'm enrolled or not. COVID.
On the real.
I'm going back though.
All right.
No, I ain't.
This is a discussion that I like how we started off. We started talking about sports and shit. So this could be a sports podcast somewhat. We had a question like a couple weeks ago. We put it off a couple weeks, but I thought it was a great question. It says, what takes more skill?
Hold on, before you. So you gonna ask this question with my tag partner, not tag team partner in here?
You play football, you're all state football player.
Okay. Go ahead. I
What-
just was putting it out there.
What takes more skill, football or basketball?
Football.
What you think? Baseball?
That wasn't even an option.
My fault. What was it?
That wasn't even an option.
I know. What you think, football or basketball?
It's way more positions of football.
Let's ask you a question, man. We're going to have a discussion about it, so you can get into that later, but just answer the question right now. Basketball for me, Stino. What you got?
I'm gonna say basketball.
I say basketball.
I'm gonna say basketball for one. Why? Football was easy.
Deuces, who you got? Before you go
I'm
first.
about to say.
I'm gonna have to say basketball. I played both.
Okay. Let's go. Stino go
football
first.
was for me personally. Football was easy, but you know what I mean.
You can't
I
go by that, but
I mean that's all. I mean I don't know. I think it's way harder to play basketball. More skilled to play basketball. You got to be more skilled to play basketball than football because you got a lot of running to do. You got a lot. It's a lot going on. Football. You got 3 seconds. It don't even take much, and then you got to rest.
So my thing, this is how I feel, right? I feel like basketball for sure. Football, it's way more positions where you don't need skill and you could be nice. Like in basketball,
so, okay.
you can't. It's like a lot of you can't really hide. Like they gonna expose the fuck out of you.
Whatever
It's
you
like so. But the thing is, it's positions that are very difficult in football.
So-
But I feel like your athleticism, if you got that and shit like that, you can figure that shit out quicker, just naturally on the football field. Then you just athletic and then just throw your basketball. And you just be like, go
ahead. That's how it was with me.
So just let me ask the question. What are the positions in football that you look at and you say they don't take that much skill? Because that's what you just said.
D tackle.
Why does that not take?
If you a big ass dude or some shit like that.
D tackle probably easier than DN.
For
I mean,
you?
harder than DN.
So DN.
Harder than DN. I was DN.
Lineman.
I was a DN, and it was.
I think some of those positions, even though they very difficult and like they can game changing and shit like that. I know Errol Donald, the best player in the league and shit. Like, but I feel like if somebody got brute strength, they got quickness, they can teach them to be a DN like in a week, damn near like elite. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like what I'm saying, but.
That's you, bro. That might be 1 in a million.
No, but it ain't.
I'm not saying 1 in a million literally, but I'm just saying though, like I played both sports, okay, but I didn't play basketball past high school, but I played both.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen motherfuckers hop on the court and be able to figure it out, and I've seen motherfuckers try to hop on a football field for months and can't fucking figure it out.
They playing the wrong position though.
But it's a million positions. But the thing about it is, you might have one person that gotta do multiple different things. Basketball court, you might got a nigga that just can score. You don't want that nigga to get no rebounds. You don't want him to. He ain't got to get no assists. He ain't got to set no screen. His job is to come in the game and get a bucket. On the football field, there is no position where you can just have one job. A receiver, an elite receiver. Look at the elite receivers in the NFL. They can still block their ass off. They ain't just out there running routes and then when it's a run play, they just.
There's certain receivers doing that.
The elite receivers.
All right, so who'd you name? Like 5 receivers out of
Any
30?
good receiver. In the NFL, you don't block, you don't play at a receiver. I know this for a fact. You playing safety. You can't just be a good tackler. You got to be able to cover a motherfucker. You got to be able to read offenses or defenses. You know, whatever side of the ball you playing. You got to be able to read your keys. When I just said that, half the people watching ain't gonna know what the fuck that means.
What you talking about?
But on basketball, I know. Okay, look, you can take a person who don't know sports. They can watch a basketball game, and by the end of the game, they done figured out what the fuck is going on. They can watch a football game. They watch a whole football game, and they still confused.
Man, you can throw a big, fast, big nigga and be like, put that man on his DN and be like, get the quarterback every time.
That's not no.
That can happen.
What
that
level?
happens.
At what level?
Hey, we talking high school. We just talking high school right now. If we talking
at that point, then because then
It's different in high school.
but no,
in college do that. Motherfucker gonna end up.
I think it can
sitting
happen
next to the Gatorade.
Man, that shit can happen in college too.
It's very slim.
But it could happen. It ain't gonna happen with somebody. You gonna throw somebody that don't really know the concept of basketball. Just throw them out there in a high school game, and they just gonna kill.
If he's 6'8", you teach him how to use the backboard.
No, it ain't like that's what.
Take skill to hit that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm talking about just raw talent. You can excel in certain positions in football just off your raw talent. Like if you got raw talent, you gonna have to work on that shit a little bit in basketball before you can just get out there and be effective. In football, I think it's some shit you can get out there and just do.
But you also got to be physical.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's a talent in itself.
Some people naturally physical though.
But there's also people who got the raw talent that you're speaking of that can run past anybody, run any route.
But what raw talent you just gonna be?
And they
killing.
get hit and they don't want to play no more.
But what's gonna? That ain't skill. That's hard.
Getting hit is a skill.
No, but what I'm saying,
I don't give a fuck with nobody. That's
but when you playing,
you gotta get hit. You gotta get hit.
6'8" nigga, he got 50 inch vertical, but he ain't never played basketball before. In a day, he not gonna get out there and get the killing.
Yes, he can if he can know how to dribble and can dunk on everybody.
But how you gonna just know how to do that though?
Huh?
How you just gonna know how to do that?
Same way he knew how to just go sack him up.
No, that's easier than basketball. But that's easier to do than somebody pass you the basketball. Be like, dribble this basketball. You be like, huh? Like, okay, like I'm gonna try to dribble, but like you gotta practice that shit.
But you hooped more than you played football. So
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I see motherfuckers try to hop on the field and I say backpedal and it's all the same type of shit.
Man, I just seen it, man. Somebody just a stupid motherfucker, like they just get on the football field and just get to moving shit around like out there. I just seen it, man.
Where do you see that at?
In high school and shit, man. I just seen niggas like this nigga never played. He talking about he was a wide receiver or some shit. And he was like, fam, you can't do this shit. Do this. And he got to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now they done moved him. They simplified it for him. Like, just blitz every time or something like that. Just cover him.
Going against, though?
I don't know. I'm just telling you. I just seen it happen. I've never seen that happen in basketball.
You got a bad science experiment. You ain't had a right.
I seen that. Because
Because
I was teaching
it.
people.
Because you
I was
did
teaching. But the next year when I was all state, I was teaching a nigga across the line like, yo, bro, that's all you gotta do now.
And this somebody
Back there.
He didn't take that shit serious
That's
though.
fine. And there's people like
It's
that.
a lot of people like that
No,
though.
it's not.
I wish I did though.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, it's the
wish I
perfect.
did.
We got an example of somebody that was like, man, this football shit cool. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. Lift these weights. I ain't doing that. Like,
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just about to. I show up on
That's why
Friday
they
night.
worked in high school. Try that shit in college.
Oh no, they
Think you finna not? I ain't lifting.
We
All
just,
right.
we just talking about the sport though. Like we said, what
Yeah,
sport
no,
is harder?
I get it. But that even man, I don't even.
I get deep. It get deep.
It get real deep. We gonna be here all night.
Because from junior year to senior year, like I became a completely different player when I learned what I was supposed to do. Completely. But my first year, I ain't know shit. I was
Okay, put it like this.
kicking
Basketball,
ass.
and we from Auburn, so we know we can. 1,000 people we know like this. Niggas can't learn the plays, but they still play, right? Because they can put the ball in the basket, they can blow past anybody, anything like that. Football, if you ain't got the mind to learn the plays, learn how to read the defense, read the offense, learn your keys, all that shit, it does not matter how good you are.
We ain't playing
You ain't
football
gonna-
at the park.
You say what?
We ain't playing football at the park.
I'm just we
We
talking
hooping
about
at
the
the park.
sport though. It takes more to play football, is what I'm saying.
More brains.
More brains, more athleticism, more skill. You have to learn more things.
More athleticism?
Yes.
You think football players are the most athletic athletes?
This goes into the other shit we were talking about. Can a basketball player hop on a football field and produce, or can a football put some football play? I can go get you 5 players that I played with in college, and we will go beat some basketball players 5-on-5 right now.
Some weak basketball players.
Some weak basketball
No,
players?
some hoopers, some people that know how to play basketball. Take them hoopers, put them on the football field. They don't have a fucking chance.
It's only 5 of them. They gotta get 2 more.
Get 2 more.
To play 7-on-7.
Okay, get you 7.
Oh,
get
niggas
you-
could play that though, but niggas could play like if we just having fun football. Like some basketball players could play that
7-on-7?
Yeah, like no, just not even just technical
Playing and
7-on-7.
winning is 2 different things.
No, but they probably would win. Like you take some athletic basketball players and we playing flag football or some shit like that. Niggas could play, but when you get technical and like
I ain't
with
getting
Pat,
technical.
with no, but I'm saying,
Flip flopper.
but like when niggas just playing at the park for fun, they ain't the same as
No, I'm
football
talking about.
game.
I'm talking about real games.
basketball players.
Have officiate refs and everything.
You got like
Niggas ain't getting out there. Niggas ain't going out there. They gonna quit.
I think basketball players. is the
You
best
see what you was
athlete.
finna say, right? They gonna quit. That's a skill in itself. That's why everybody wants to be hoopers. Look at it.
No, you could just play it all year round.
No,
It's more
everybody
access-
wanna
it's more-
be-
It's more accessible though.
hooping
It's
works.
fun. It's like it
Yeah,
look
because
better.
you can't go to the park and just play football.
Exactly. That's why people play basketball more.
Even though we
That's a
used to
fact.
play-
That's why people don't play baseball as much because you don't see people just playing baseball every day. But people can hoop. And you know.
And then when you really talk to people, nah, bro, I just ain't want to get hit. Nah, it takes a lot more to play football, dude.
Aren't they glad to-
I know 50 niggas my whole life played basketball and football their whole life.
They try to
Then
get me
shit
to
got
play-
real in high school. They don't want to play football.
They try
No
to
more.
get me to play
It wasn't
tight
about
end.
no all year round shit,
Ain't no risk. The risk and reward ain't there.
huh?
It ain't the risk and reward ain't there.
Or then maybe they skill level stopped,
Nah, they could play.
and then they couldn't figure it out past natural ability. You can make it to the league, natural ability in basketball. Football, eventually you're gonna have to add some skill in there.
At college, clearly. Huh?
At that point,
You ain't making it to the NBA just.
man, please, this niggas making the NBA just off being able to dunk on motherfuckers and hit a few free throws.
That takes skill. Takes skill to dunk on somebody. You can dunk. Look, you
That's
can dunk.
natural ability.
No, listen though, but you could dunk. Like when you was in shape and shit, you had
Yeah.
hops and everything
I'm
like
still in
that.
shape.
No, but I'm talking about like
But yeah. I
your,
know
your
what
full
you're saying.
athleticism.
Yeah.
You wasn't dunking on nobody.
I sure was.
But you could dunk though.
Yeah.
It takes skill to dunk.
I was
That's Joe
also
Jack.
shorter
Joe Jack a
than
nigga that
those
used to dunk on niggas. Like that ain't just some shit to do. Like it takes skill just to
Definitely used to dunk
like
on niggas.
yeah, like but it takes skill to do that though. You gotta know when to dunk, the angles to take
nigga
dunk on
was-
somebody. It takes skill.
But he didn't have to practice that though. That,
He
That was
did.
natural.
He's at the park every day hooping. That's practice.
I'm saying practice. He didn't just have you standing there like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna try this angle and try to dunk on you." So that makes it natural ability.
No, it's no. Like when you practice something, it ain't always you ain't gotta be by yourself to practice. Like practice is practice. You shooting the ball by yourself is practice.
Right.
Shooting the ball
That's
32 is
repetition.
practice.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying Joe Jack wasn't just going to the park
You ever practice
and
dunking?
just practice dunking on somebody.
You ever practice dunking?
Yeah, dunk contest.
That's different than dunking on someone. You just
Dunking
said it.
around, but never.
Yeah, you
dunking
just
around.
proved it yourself. You just said I could dunk.
I mean, what
you
you like that,
seen
when
me
it comes to
dunk.
skill, like, you gotta get your feet set, like it ain't just,
Exactly. So it's
or you just drop step or some shit like that.
Monster, huh?
but you gotta know. But what I'm saying is it takes skill because you gotta know when to do that shit. You gotta know I can drop step on him or I got you know what I'm saying. All that shit
But
takes
what
skill.
I'm saying is like basketball is a much simpler game. Which why it's harder to play football.
Overall, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
I can
like
literally,
you can get an OC athletic nigga, you'll probably make him play football. Like he probably couldn't play basketball.
Because he OC.
nah, this
It's
day
like
and
you
age,
can-
you making them play basketball. That's what I see.
But that's because that's more like health risks and shit. That don't got nothing to do with how hard they play the game though. It's like fam, I can play basketball and make more money. I can not get CTE. Like so that's why they're choosing basketball.
That's
like,
a whole
that's,
different-
but that's
his go-to.
That's a fact though. But it ain't got nothing to do with skill why niggas ain't playing football. It's because
Yeah, it does. It's
the
a
risk,
harder game to learn,
but
and
it's
to get better at.
It's risk and reward. Why would I want to be fucked up after I play and I can play a sport where
They don't
it
make
ain't
it
gonna be
hooping
no-
either. Them type of niggas. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the reason why people pick other sports. That's why people like don't box as much because boxing will fuck you up in the long run. So the best athletes not gonna be a boxer. They're gonna play basketball. They're gonna play football. Like the best athletes don't play UFC and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck no. I'm about to get
It's just
You really have to have a
We've been
passion
talking
for
all
that.
night if I really broke down all the ways in which
where
it takes more skill. Like nigga knowing how to shoot the A gap. That's a skill. B gap.
you
See,
know how to shoot a 15-footer.
right, but it's still still more things you have to learn to be able to do on the football.
So it's about what your passion is because whatever you passionate about, you're gonna be the best at.
That too.
Like, risk or reward.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you want to be a hooper, you're gonna find a way to be a
you
hooper.
gonna, but if you passionate
I wish
about
y'all would find a way to play football.
even if it make more sense for you to hoop,
I love
like you probably gonna play
That's the
football.
one you gonna fuck with. Yeah.
It's about
I mean
you
that's what happened
passionate
with Steno for real.
But the
He had
reason,
more passion for basketball, but
It made more
That
sense
ain't
for
what
you to
happened.
play.
But that look,
but I'm saying a lot of people would.
By
But
default.
look,
there's some other shit going on.
definitely some other shit going on. But I'm saying a lot of people would say, well, instance, my Kavon, that's my nigga Kavon. He wouldn't mind me speaking on him. We done had conversations about this. Like Kavon could have played football, but he loved basketball more. He could have went to better schools to play football, but it like they didn't want to play the position he wanted
I
to
wish
play.
you could call him right now.
all
and
type
ask
of
him
shit.
Which one he think take more skill? You ever asked him that question?
No, I ain't never asked him that
That's
question.
a good person to ask.
Ask him that question.
I will. We're gonna get him on the show.
Because he's somebody else to play both at a high level.
Played both for a long time. Yeah.
At a high level. Because I just think, like overall, it takes more athletic ability. I already said it to play football. Because you have to, your body movements you have to be able to do so many fucking different things. If you can even look at that just by working out, how you train off season is different in basketball and football. You have to learn how to do way more shit.
Oh,
in
y'all
football.
was training?
You say what?
Football.
Y'all was training and all?
Don't y'all get a break after every down?
For what? 20 seconds? 15 seconds?
Basketball.
Y'all foul every 3 plays.
That ain't true.
Yeah, y'all do.
Niggas shooting, you running back.
Niggas be hacking like a motherfucker. They might not get caught, but niggas hacking. It just takes more, man. You got to learn how to turn your hip speed turn. Man, y'all
shit ain't
know what
fucked
the
up
fuck
in
that shit
football.
mean, huh?
You get fucked up in football.
That's a skill in it.
Something deep.
Boxing, taking a punch is a skill, right? Y'all don't look at that as a skill.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in football, taking a fucking hit.
That shit ain't. That shit kind of easy, bro. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. But
All right,
shit easy, dude.
you get in shape. Let me
I
get in shape.
never played football a
No.
day in my life. I was a
Yeah, you
starting
did.
quarterback.
Yeah,
I came to practice. They said you starting quarterback. I went 7-2. Never played football a day in my life.
because y'all was better than everybody y'all played.
I'm just telling you what
And
happened.
you didn't keep playing, so why you didn't keep playing?
I got hurt. I got hurt in basketball in my
You
freshman
could have
year.
went back.
I just did not. The shit was too easy. What am I play football for?
I'll put it like this. If you put on some pads and I put
I'm
on
just
some pads,
telling you, man. That
and
shit
you
was
ran
easy,
your big
man.
ass across the middle, I'm gonna hit you and you never gonna want to play
Am
again.
I lying?
That nigga was he was 7th grade quarterback. I was 8th grade quarterback.
That's fine. Y'all
Then-
talking about two
Then the next year,
examples.
then
I know a
It's
lot of
just funny.
And then
motherfuckers
the
who
next
tried
year,
that shit and it ain't
then
work
the
out.
next year I started at tight end. I didn't even want to play quarterback
I
no more.
locked your ass up and you wouldn't have played no more.
No, that ain't
wouldn't
what
have
happened though.
played.
I was out there scoring touchdowns, everything. I wasn't fast or nothing. The shit was easy, bro.
Throw it up.
Like the shit was. I wasn't even that much.
You
taller
just
than him.
athletic. Y'all speaking as people who are athletic.
I was kind of slow though. I'm slow.
Huh?
I wasn't fast or nothing
yeah.
though.
And like what I was just following up to say is, you put on some pads and get on the field with a nigga like me, I would have had you not want to play football no more. This ain't for me.
I would have been
That
on
kinda
defense
shit.
with you, okay?
Huh?
I would have been on defense with you. So
So
for you.
The reason why I didn't play football in high school is only it wasn't had nothing to do with like
you had hoop dreams like everybody else.
it didn't like appeal to me. Like it was like I don't want to play DN or
The offense,
shit. Like
all that shit. They
don't pass the ball and shit like that. I'm like, man, I don't want to play this shit. I just rather go to the game. It wasn't like
You ain't want to have to figure out how to play that shit either.
This shit was easy. I know I would have knew how to
I
play it.
walked
Like
off
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even been
They
tripping.
put me at tight end. I'm like, man, get me off. I ain't playing this shit.
All you doing is blocking.
Get
That
out
type
of
of
here.
shit there.
Y'all
Like,
got me fucked up. I can expend way more energy on defense.
You gotta
Listen
learn
out
how
here.
to throw a ball, catch a ball, run
I
with the
had
motherfucker,
a
block.
gun. I had a catch.
Tackle.
Juice,
I know how to do all that.
I walked on the field and said, "What position you playing?" I said, "Man, I don't know."
So you
Quarterback.
You talking one?
Now I'm the quarterback.
Have you ever tackled a motherfucker?
Yeah, I played. I was a quarterback and I played.
No, I mean like
I played corner.
like
and,
tackle
I
him.
played
I don't
corner
mean
and
like
everything.
drag him down. I mean tackle a motherfucker.
Yeah, hamburger, all that
Form
shit.
tackle.
Yeah, I know.
It's just when I think about the game of football, I think about it at a higher level than because
Yo,
kind of
passion.
shit that was working for him in 7th grade. Go to college or even
It worked in
at
8th grade,
high
too.
level high school.
Don't
You get
back.
your neck broke trying some of that shit.
I don't know, man.
So that you didn't have the skill, you was just better than that motherfucker you was going against.
If you say so, I mean, it didn't take much. You see a nigga, throw him down.
I had to
Don't let this.
See
nigga,
what I'm
don't-
saying?
don't
Throw
let
him down.
Don't let this.
That
nigga
kind of
catch-
shit don't work
Now,
at a
now,
certain point.
now I'm guarding him. Like, don't grab him, hold him. Just make sure he don't catch the ball.
swat the ball.
That's a penalty.
Well, I said make sure you don't grab him. I said just stay on him. Make sure you don't catch it. That's why I should call B. Wilson. That's nothing in there. Play football. His senior year, he was all conference corner.
That nigga. Don't listen. No.
I ain't gonna call
say
it.
some wild shit.
No, we done.
He
We done with
uh,
this combo, but
That nigga quit the playoff game because it was too cold. I ain't going to that shit, bro. It was too cold.
See what I'm saying?
but he was all
It
conference.
take a different type.
But he was all conference.
What the fuck does that mean?
He was pretty good. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no football player
That
that's
nigga
gonna be all
said,
conference.
I remember like it was yesterday. It was too cold.
You say no
I ain't
football
going
player
to that
what?
game. He
He's
said
gonna
he
step
was
on the
going
basketball
to the
court,
game.
just be all conference. Never played before.
Never know.
I don't know. But
I never had a problem with either one.
let us know what y'all think, man. Leave your
Give
comments.
niggas buckets on the court. Do the same shit.
You worked on that though.
Huh?
You worked on that game.
When?
You worked on that
I
shit.
stopped working on basketball in 8th grade.
But you worked on it. Yeah, hoop dreams.
No, I didn't.
Here we go, man.
You know when my hoop dreams ended.
I met
So
you.
we-
When I met you, you was a hooper.
Huh?
You was a hooper when I met you.
And then when I got to 9th grade, you know when all that shit. Yeah. We ain't even gonna go there. We ain't even gonna give him that kind of time on this motherfucker.
But let us know, man. We're gonna clip this up for y'all. We're gonna clip this up for y'all,
What
man.
happened, man? Tell me off camera.
Off camera.
We ain't got time.
All right, man. Well, I think I had something. Hold on.
I need a KD here for this because he.
Oh, he probably.
This is the last Ask the Dolly question. We're gonna get up out of here, man. I asked y'all about this. Is there any? Somebody asked me like, man, I want to hear y'all talk about people having like a chip on their shoulder about something. Like there's a lot of people I think they saying like they struggle with that. You know, like they try to. People just people.
What having one? Or
Yeah, like everybody got them, but like, what's y'all chip on y'all shoulder? Like, do y'all got a chip on y'all shoulder about anything?
I got a whole bag of Doritos on my shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Frito-Lay.
Like what though? Like,
Party
what is
size.
it?
Huh? I don't know. I'm just talking shit. But yeah.
I would say, like, really. I mean, this could be like, I don't know if it's a chip, but in the context they were saying it, I feel like proving stuff to people like that used to be like a chip on my shoulder.
No, you still got that, bro.
No, but it really used to bother me though. Like, I mean,
Oh, it
you
don't
can
bother
have, you
you,
can have
man.
goals,
Right.
but it's like when somebody say something negative, you trying to make sure like they gonna be wrong or something like that. I used to have a problem with that. That used to be like chip on my shoulder. Like when somebody, like, even though that's still one of my things, like I use as motivation, but I don't let it bother me. You know how people say, man, I don't care what nobody think. I'm really growing into that person that I don't care about other people, what other people think a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I probably had a chip on my shoulder about. You ain't got nothing?
I got a couple different ones. I think for me is conversations I had with myself, and then you got the other shit like you said, like just proving shit to other people. But more or less for myself though, like when I was in, like I always had in my mind, just like everybody else, I'm going to the league. I'm gonna fuck what school I go. At the end of the day, that's where I'm gonna end up. And then when shit started to happen, to where injuries and all that kind of shit, like I started to be real with myself. Like that ain't gonna happen. I had a point in time where I really didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, because all my 20s in my mind, I was gonna be in the league making a bag, turned up. So then it came to that point where like, damn, I really gotta try to figure this shit out and figure out my way. Cause I ain't see nothing other than that. Whatever it was gonna be, whether it was coaching or something, it was gonna have something to do with sports. So then when it came to the point of having to do something like different, like what I'm doing now, I had to like prove to myself that I'm more than an athlete or whatever the fuck I thought. You know what I'm saying at that point. So that, and then on the other end, you know, there was people who, once that kind of shit fell out, they just thought like I was gonna end up one of them niggas that just come back to the town and just do probably some dumb shit and end up somewhere, you know, fucked up or something like that. Mainly because, like I talked about this on Joe Jack's sneaker podcast. Like when I grew up, I was spoiled. You know what I'm saying? I had motorcycles, I had all the shoes, all that kind of shit. We wasn't rich or nothing like that, but I had what I wanted, and you know what I'm saying? They rewarded me with certain shit when I made good grades, shit like that. So people, I would always hear this type of shit, like just word of mouth. You know, people running their mouths and shit like that. Like that when I got older, when that type of shit, when the faucet get cut off, like what are you gonna do now? Type of shit. And so I still got that chip on my shoulder. That's why all the shit that I'm doing, it's like I don't show everything that I'm doing, but it's like, yeah, I got this on my own type shit. So that's a personal chip I've always had. I don't really speak on it like that, but shit, since we talking about it, I'll put it out there just because, you know, when certain people grow up, I say in the manner that I did, when they get to a certain point, whether that's 18 or after college, whatever the case may be, and mom and dad or grandparents, mostly my grandparents for me, was like, ain't kicking shit to you like that no more.
It get bad.
It get real bad real quick.
A lot of people suck at growing up.
That kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more or less, you ain't finna be able to tell whether they still kicking me some or not. So, cause I know that because people still saying, oh, they still gotta be, nah, I'm taking care of my business. But you can't tell because you've never seen that drop off. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a little chip that I've always had, and I just put it out there. Fuck it.
I think my chip is a little similar as well. Like, cause like I said, I grew up rough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we grew up, we ain't had shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I spoke on this multiple times on the podcast. Like my grandma on my dad's side made sure that we had the material things that people looked at. Mm-hmm. So like in our community, that's you having shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But back at the crib, like we ain't had shit. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in a single parent household or whatever. So like it always looked at like we had something, but a lot of times we really didn't have much though. You know what I'm saying? Then as I got older, probably like as a teenager, you know what I'm saying, my mom started doing better. You know what I'm saying? So overall we had more, but like I started fucking up, so I still didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I still didn't have, like I started going in a different direction, dropped out of school and stuff like that. So like yeah, we had more in the house, but as far as me, I didn't have much. You know what I'm saying? So like on the outside looking in, it looked at like that I was always straight, but like for real, like I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And so like people always just kind of it looked like overall we was privileged, like we had more. Like I think J. Cole said it the best, you know what I'm saying? Like we had, you know what I'm saying, we had more than the others, but we still was fucked up as a whole, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then when I got older, I was able to, you know, finance my own addictions and stuff like that. Like then I was cool, You know what I'm saying? But it all came from me. Like I said, I remember my people helping me through certain situations or in certain. But like for real, like anything that I got, you know what I'm saying? Like I earned that shit on my own though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on the outside looking in, it looks like I had hand me downs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say like on record, like you know what I'm saying, like the house that I got, like I didn't pay as much for. You know what I'm saying? Like because you know what I'm saying, I kind of got it from my grandma, but I had to pay so much on it, and I had to get a rehab. So, like you know what I'm saying, the house was kind of gifted to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was so much that came behind or whatever. Other than that, like I didn't, you know what I'm saying, nobody really gave me anything though. So it's like it be look like, damn, you was always straight. Your people was like make sure you was straight, but like no, my people trusted me. You know what I'm saying? When you hand off the bag, like my people trusted me to hand off the rock, and I ran that motherfucker in the end zone. That's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of people that another chip. It was like because, like I said, I didn't even graduate high school. I barely went to high school. So like you got people that graduated, went to college and stuff like that, moved away and stuff like that. Like I don't like when people do this, that, and the other, and they make it seem like that they are better than the people that didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers move away. One thing I learned about people that move away, you move away because you can hide a whole bunch of shit. You move away, you can become whoever the fuck you want to be there and back here. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell your story and then you could just be that nigga or that female, whatever you want to be when you move away though. You know what I'm saying? But then in reality, like you still who you are, which is fine. But you don't have to like make it seem. People always make it seem like people around them that they grew up with ain't on shit, and they moved away and did this, that, and the other, and they is on shit. But a lot of them move back, and then they move back. They try to hide the fact that they moved back. They try to make an excuse that they moved back, when really it's okay that you moved back. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't work out for you, or it just didn't work out. Or you move back to rebuild, and that's fine though. But like when you was gone, you made it seem like that you was better than everybody, or that you was on shit and other people wasn't. People say all the time that like, man, motherfuckers in the town ain't no shit, or people in Alden ain't no shit. Even people from St. Louis, they be like, you know, people in St. Louis ain't no shit. Just because you moved to Atlanta, where it's more clubs and stuff like that, where you more lit. More nightlife, you having more fun. That does not mean that you're doing better, because me personally, me and the people that surround me, we have assets and stuff like that. We got things that we work towards. So you might kick it harder than us, but we probably got more than you do though. So it's like just because you moved away don't mean that you're doing better than the person that's still in the same area. That's a big chip on my shoulder.
Yeah, I think this is chip that all like us being young black men though we have though, just by society, like when they just look at us, they already like judging
game.
We on some bullshit and anything like that. So I think that's a chip that I feel like everybody has.
That's
like
I can agree with
you. Don't go out your way to prove that like, no, I ain't that type of person, but you kind of just want to present yourself like, man, I'm not.
I ain't on
them.
that.
Like I ain't on nothing. Like I'm a normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm
not only
person.
am I not, they ain't.
Yeah. And that'd be the main chip. This is about black people. I think all black people just got a chip on their shoulder. Like, fam, don't judge me as soon as you see me thinking I'm something. Don't stereotype me and shit. That's always gonna be a chip.
One of the chips I had on my shoulder. I don't got it no more. I worked on
ate
it a lot. Definitely, I dipped that mug. But it was being a teen parent. And coming up rough, I wanted to be a better parent than my parents. Mm-hmm. But I tried hard to do that for so long. And then when I got out of it, probably a few years ago, honestly, like, man, just don't worry about being better than them, because when you figure out the truth behind a lot of shit that you didn't know as a kid, you get a different understanding. So I told myself, man, you got to be the best person you can be for your own kids. Mm-hmm. And I always wanted to be a better dad than my dad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That's
don't get no better though.
The parenting, that's definitely something like for me too. I just always, you know,
both team parents.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was something that I didn't never want to be defined by that. Like, JC ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Like I still did everything. I went to college. I did all that shit. You know, I didn't never want that to hold me back, like
Stop.
stop anything I was doing, and I didn't want to make it to my kids to make them
You
feel
don't
like
even make it the excuse.
like that's an excuse.
I
Like,
ain't
man,
do
if I ain't
nothing
had
'cause I had
my
a
kids,
baby
I'd have
and-
been doing this and that. I never wanted to be that. And like my father, my father passed away when I was young, so like
So
I grew.
that was by default. Like you
Yeah.
grew up in a single parent household by default.
But at the same time, I just always like be like, man, I gotta be a dad for real, like a real dad. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a chip on your shoulder. Like I ain't had no dad. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, so that's one thing I just try to. That's a chip on my shoulder. I'm always gonna just be the best dad, you know, father figure to my kids and shit.
Most definitely.
But I agree with that, like just being a black man, period. Like I always try to present myself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Just to represent black men. Like I feel like I'm a walking representation. Like every day, every time I wake up, every time I go outside, anybody that I'm around, I'm a walking representation of a young black man. And I swear to God, I brag on my circle so much though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. It's like we. You know what I'm saying? Like because it ain't too often you see a circle of young black men that carries themselves, conduct themselves the way we do. And I don't feel like we applaud each other enough. You know what I'm saying? Like whether other people recognize that, that's their business. But like I don't feel like we applaud each other enough because it's like we all be on our shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like even, you know what I'm saying, just from us in front of the camera to little deuces behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? Like his baby's birthday was the other day, like he making sure that the world know that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a present father. You know what I'm saying? Like we work hard to be better than the last generation of fathers, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our parents got caught up in that era, which wasn't necessarily good for black people. And we just, instead of dwelling on that, we just doing the best that we can. So like I brag on my circle all the time. Though. Like you just say, well, you this and I'm like, man, like I said, I always say I was one of the last ones to even buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the last ones to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I always give credit to other people, you know what I'm saying, for doing what they did and help me see or help pave the way for me though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing well, thank God, you know, but I watch other people, my peers, my circles, they help push me, whether they know it or not. They push me to be better all the time.
Yeah. Blackness, bro. Sounds of blackness. I just thought that was something nice. Thought that was like after the Joe Jack speech, it just turned up. You know what I'm saying? Sounds of blackness. There one there. That's black excellence. But that was a good podcast, yo. Y'all ain't want to talk about 42 Doug, tongue kissing his son, Nick. We ain't gotta talk about it, man. It's just a little weird, man.
He out of
Y'all
pocket.
tell us what y'all think. Go see the video.
We can't, like, why would we all four just sit here and even try to explain it?
That's why I said I ain't nothing to explain.
It's a wild shit.
Like, fam, don't do no shit like that ever again. And why was you recording that shit? First of all, why you do it? Second of all, why was you recording?
The main thing with stuff you getting on Instagram, it's like 3 steps you gotta take before you post something on you.
And that be my thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe
You ain't think?
maybe that's just some shit that we don't be on, or I don't be on.
Nah,
or
that ain't.
whatever.
Nah, I ain't licking on my son neck.
Well, no, I ain't talking about
I'm not
that.
looking
I'm just
on
talking
my
about
daughter's
just
neck.
how people just do any damn
Come here,
thing on
baby John.
Instagram. Like I can't put my daily life all day on live and shit like that. Like,
Like I said, with my social media, like I really, it's more about promotional things for the podcast or for the YouTube channel and stuff like that. I kind of try to keep my private life separate from my social media. Like
I feel like a lot of people don't.
No,
That's
that's
they-
their life.
That is their life.
That's how a lot of people.
and that's fine. Like I'm just saying how I do.
I ain't wrong. That's on them.
I'm still not finna be lit. My son look me crazy, the motherfucker, and he don't bathe as much as he should. I ain't licking on that salty ass neck. I ain't licking on that salty ass neck. The fuck. It's not gonna happen.
That shit was wild. I didn't know what people was talking about.
I
just
ain't
kept
know.
saying 42 Doug, and then, you know, like, I ain't the one that's just gonna run and try to figure out real fast what happened. And then I just ended up coming past it.
It's all good, man. Let's get into the sleepers, man. I'm gonna go first. You know what I'm saying? That's it though, y'all. Anything else y'all gotta promote? Anything else y'all got going on?
Yeah, just want to say again, the new Juice and Deuce's skit coming soon.
Juice.
Cooking up.
That might have to be on A Media YouTube page or something.
Little Juices.
Little Juices. Little Juices.
That's their
We
collab
already
name.
get our name mixed up anyway.
Little Juices.
Little Juices.
Little Juices.
Let me see a mixtape drop. Like Bow Wow and,
Yeah.
and Omarion. Face Off. Little Juices, the album. Man, like I said, man, we appreciate everyone that take their time out and listen to us, watch us every week. That last episode, thank you for all the support. I don't know what we said that was funny or what happened, but y'all did. Numbers was up on that one. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep that going. And that was an edited episode too. But we gonna keep that going, man. Everybody, man, thank you for the support. Like I said, if you're not subscribe, please leave a comment. We're gonna be doing some giveaways coming up. Only way you getting giveaways though is you gotta leave comments, man. We need feedback. Tell a friend. We about again. See y'all next week. Always remember the same thing every week. Just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. This is
the Reason to Doubt. This is the Reason to Doubt podcast.
See y'all later, man. 1.
Ooh.